Hey y'all, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? You already know who it is and what time it is. Anything you'd like to know about me will be in the description box below. Okay. I got some new cards that came, y'all. Okay. So I want to try them out with this energy. Okay. And that's the only reason why I went live because I wanted to uh test out my new cards. Okay. But nevertheless, um thank y'all so much for all the love and support. Okay. Thank you for the understanding. Thank you for the good, bad feedback, criticism, whatever. Okay. But let's hop into this message real quick. Okay. When I had created this live stream, I was channeling like new laws. Okay. There will be new laws that will be coming about when it doesn't matter when, but just know that whatever took place around a situation, regardless if it's a situation that's revolving around you or someone else. So, regardless of whatever the situation might be, just know, okay, that there will be new laws invented to protect people such as yourself from confirmation, from future negligence, future mishaps and stuff like that. Okay, that could have happened to you. So you know how God gave His only begotten Son, okay, to sacrifice His Son for our sins. So it's something about your story or someone else's story that you might know about or might be connected to you. It's something about something that took place, okay, where you had to, figuratively speaking, be the sacrificial lamb to whatever these new things that are being ushered in. Okay. With that being said, let's just get started with this message. We have homebody here. Okay. You can be a homebody, right? You could have blew the whistle on a situation. Like I said, that could result to, of course, a raid, right? But could result to new laws that's being invented. Okay. So there's something around a raid that's going to take place. Okay. And Spirit is saying, hell yes, it is. Okay. So yes, there is going to be a raid that's going to take place, right? But it seemed like before this raid happens, right? Spirit is saying, hell yes, it's going to happen. But it seems like before it happens, there's going to be a lot of things changing before it happens. So you're going to know when this raid is going to take place, that Spirit is confirming that it is going to take place. You're going to know when this raid is going to take place, and Spirit is confirming that it is going to take place, because you're going to notice that there's going to be a lot of different laws that's going to change. Okay? And that's because you blew the whistle on a lot of things that probably was basically some type of injustice that took place, some type of, like I said, mishap, disorderly conduct, something, okay, that took place with you, a homebody. So you can be an introvert, okay, you can mind your own business, okay, and you had people that was working out of lustful energy that was trying to have you arrested for no reason. Yeah, they tried to have you locked up for no reason. We have locked up in the reverse, right? So by the grace of God, I guess you speaking on the situation about what they did to try to read you your rights. These are people or a person that was acting out of lustful energy. So before this raid, okay, because I channeled a raid this whole week, and I was trying to really dig down, and I feel like other readers have too, right? But I feel like, hey, shout out to everyone in the chat. But I feel like before this raid happens, it's going to be a change in the atmosphere, right? So to speak. It's going to be different laws that's going to change. It's going to be like different. It's going to be a different vibe. You get what I'm saying? Like before the government moves, they always shift something before they move in on something. And that's what I was getting about this raid. You are an introvert, okay? You mind your own business. I'm not saying you a sweetheart. You don't have to be or not. But you are an introvert. And you had people working out a lustful energy that was trying to have you locked up. Spirit is confirming this, okay? And Spirit is confirming before this happens, this raid happens, there's going to be a shift in the environment, okay? Not just only with laws, but with other things, okay? And these are the people that was working out of lustful energies that was trying to cause you obstacles. They thought it brought them some type of, I guess, entertainment. Oh, you know, the collective is a homebody. You get what I'm saying? Oh, they stay to themselves. So what can we do? You get what I'm saying? To bother this introvert. What can we do to get on this person's nerve? Because this person think they Hasa Diddy or whatever they thought you was because you stay to yourself. So, or this person, if it's not a group of people, it can be a person. And they felt like you was just an easy target. So what can we do to cause the collective obstacles? Okay, we're going to poke fun. We're going to try to do things in this person environment to have them locked up. But whatever this is, you've been speaking on it. Okay, and somebody could have gave somebody a confession about this too. Somebody could have possibly told somebody like, hey, you know, we only doing this to the collective that's an introvert, that's a homebody, because of such and such, such. Somebody told somebody why they was really going after you. And if they did it, they will. So this is with this confession card. This is my confessions. They're going to be on that Usher shit. Just when I thought I could say all I could say, my chick on that side said she, yeah. So this could have been somebody pillow talking with their side piece. Or somebody's side piece was pillow talking with somebody else. Confirmation. So it's either somebody was talking to their side piece or their side piece was talking to somebody else. Or this will happen. So it's either it happened already or it will happen. About what they tried to do to you or why the reason why they wanted you locked up. Okay. And for some of you, that's because you might have had others that wanted to sacrifice you, one of their own, and couldn't. This is why people try to start a lot of situations. We have confrontation. It all makes sense. Yes, it is going to be a raid that's going to happen, but before it happens, there's going to be a shift in the environment. And that's due to these people that started different things around you, like, you know, started different confrontations or different hostile environments for you to be in. So it can be like that. Okay. And they did it in order to help them sacrifice you. So it's like, you don't know people, you've never been around people, and you just go to a place and you just thinking bubbly of this place. And then when you go there, it's like a nasty standoff energy. And you like, well, what's going on? I thought, you know, we was cool. The reason why it's a turn of events or a change in the atmosphere or within somebody's attitude, that's because they was paid off by a lustful group of people or a person, okay, to act that way, to help them and assist them to sacrifice you. Someone that's a homebody. And somebody probably gave this confession already, or they about to. So this is already like a confession that's being made or going to be made. Okay, about what they tried to do to have you locked up. By trying to cause you obstacles, by trying to have you, like, I guess, walk into, you know, hostile environments where, you know, people already had a nasty standoff or attitude or perspective about you. You get what I'm saying? That's not even true. But of course, you could have possibly caught on to this, especially if it's been happening as long as it's been happening to me. You probably know how to deal with it. You probably been walking away. But it's like, how long can you live your life like that? You know what I'm saying? How long can you go around like living your life like, damn, I don't want to go into such and such place because I don't know if these people done follow me over here and called these people behind my back and told them to do this. You get what I'm saying? I don't know if I'm going to receive assistance. You know, you might have somebody like, hey, you need assistance with that? Just go down there. You know, they help me. But you like, yo, you're not in the same situation as me where you're being gang stalked like I am, where you got people that's stalking and following you like I do. In fact, why did somebody do a factory reset on my phone? My phone just automatically cut off and rebooted back up. And when it did, it said it was a factory reset. That's how much they've been hacking into my shit. They did this shit today. So when you hear others share good stories about them being able to have assistance when it comes down to them getting help with certain things, right? It's like, fine. Well, you can do it too. And you looking at them like, nah, I don't think so. And let's say you do run across an environment, right, where you do, you know, might find somebody like, damn, it's fucked up, you know, that these people is attacking this person, so let me help. They want to crucify the person that helped you. Because these are people that was all involved with sacrificing you. Hey, what's up, Ayana? What's up? These are all the people that was involved with sacrificing you or helping others that you are connected to sacrifice you. So it's like, how long can you live your life where people try to cause obstacles, okay, to set up an environment for you to, I guess, react a certain way so you can get locked up? But it's like, you've been avoiding it, but how much can you take? And that's why there's going to be a change in the atmosphere and in certain laws that's going to prevent people like that from hurting other people such as yourself. Because what it seemed like is you just got lustful ass people that just lust out of shit, just for the lust of money, for sex, for greed, for whatever. You have a lustful soul that's around you, if not a group of lustful souls. But you a homebody though. You get what I'm saying? Where is homebody at? Damn. Yeah, here you go. They are lustful. You are a homebody. These are people that's out in the streets. Their soul is done. Their souls is done. Their souls is done sucked so dry they don't have nothing. You done preserved yourself. So if you try to figure out why this lustful person, a group of people attacking you, that's because you're not ran out and ran through. Not literally, but spiritually. You don't go out lusting after gold or lusting after things. You get what I'm saying? That you know naturally God is going to give to you when he wants to give it to you. Versus someone that's lustful for anything, they'll go out and get it when God don't want them to get it. But due to the fact that they feel like, well, shit, this is my life, I want it now, I'm going to get it. If that makes any sense, right? So that's basically what it is. And somebody done gave a confession about this, somebody's side piece. So somebody could have been pillow talking to their side piece. Or they side piece could be pillow talking to somebody. Is either they said this already or they will be. Or they're going to be forced to. Because it's something that you keep blowing a whistle on, that you keep speaking about. Where they have to put respect on your name when it comes down to you being totally honest about why they was trying to cause you obstacles. Why was they trying to get you arrested? Because you have a group of lustful souls, if not a lustful soul, that's trying to take something from you that they lack in. Not to say that they never had it. They probably did, but misused it. But you probably don't even, you know, you get what I'm saying? So I bought some new cards. All right. All right. So let's see what's, yeah. So these people are naturally putting respect on your name. Okay. You are keep speaking up about a situation that got people caught up in the middle of a situation. I told you. where they tried to work against you to raise you spiritual warfare and the shit backfired. What did I say? Somebody keep looking at my beads. Yes, these are spiritual beads that I bought. Protection, money, love, amethyst, stuff like that. Yes. Okay. Buy you. Yeah. Yeah. So Spirit is saying, whatever this situation is that you keep speaking on, that you constantly blow the whistle on about the things that they've been doing to try to cause you obstacles, right? It got people caught in the middle of a situation, if not a person caught up in the middle of a situation. Thank you so much, Ayana. Hey, lovely top. Okay. Shout out to everyone else in the chat. Okay. It got these people caught, or a person caught in the middle of a situation where, yes, they are getting swept up in this raid. So whatever you kept speaking on, and I feel like you had every right to speak on it. I mean, because it was happening to you. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. It got someone, if not a group of people, caught in the middle of a situation, and the situation is this raid. So just as well as they set up an environment and possibly work with other people to change laws to try to do things to you, that will be the same energy, okay, that's being turned back to them, because we do have spiritual warfare in the reverse. So whatever spiritual warfare that they did cause you, where they did a bunch of things, if not possibly changed up laws too, that same shit is going to happen to them. In fact, when it do happen to them, they actually gonna get being picked up. And Spirit saying, hell yes, that's happening. Okay, we're gonna get our biblical cards out. Okay, we're gonna see what God, the Most High, has to say about it. Thank you. Oh, it says Noah in the ark. Being obedient means following God, even if no one else is. Genesis 6. What did I say about you being a homebody, an introvert? Ain't nothing wrong with being an introvert. I don't know what's out there in them streets. What's out there in them streets? See, we not living like back in the 90s on back. So 90s, 80s. 70s, 60s, 40s, you got 30s, we're not living in the 90s on back. Even the early 2000s. We in the year 2026. Let's just be honest. What is out there in them streets? Nothing. So it's something about you being obedient. In God's eyes, that means you was following him. Versus these people that was working with somebody close to you, family, whoever, to sacrifice you, to have you locked up by raging obstacles. These are lustful people. What did I say? Being obedient means following God, even if no one else is. Let me say this again. Being obedient means following God, even if no one else is. Genesis 6. You see how Noah prepared the ark? He followed God's instructions, spiritual instructions, to build a big ass ark, take 2 of every animal. People was questioning him, even his own family questioned him. While everybody else was running out, acting like, oh, this man was crazy. But for them 40 days, 40 nights, when God flooded the earth, him and them same angels and his family that questioned him never questioned him after that. So you got people running around in the streets being lustful. It did come out in the reverse. That shit about to come to a rest. While you was at home being a homebody or at work, like doing things, like being to yourself, doing things, preparing yourself for the next phase that God has you to step into. And that's basically what I'm getting. You just being an obedient person. You don't even have to believe in God. Okay? You could just be a person that just believes in whatever you believe in and whatever that is and have some type of structure. That's basically what I'm saying. However you live your life, you live your life with structure. I don't give a fuck what you believe in or who you believe in. We're not here for, I don't believe it, I believe it. It doesn't matter. But you have structure. And with structure, it comes obedience, does it not? When you place rules down in your home, not only for you, but for your kids, and not only for your safety, but for your kids' safety, that's structure to not only protect you, but protect them. That's obedience. So I don't care what religion you are into. Israelite, Muslim, whatever. But I bet you got structure within that. Even people that worship the devil, there is structure in that. Even though people got absent-minded, not knowing that. It's structure in everything. So something about you just being an introvert, you just doing the things that you know that you need to do in order to go day by day. Instead of living a fast-paced life where you had people laughing at you like they didn't know him when he was building. You get what I'm saying? You got people questioning you and your family, like, why are you doing that? Da, da, da. But the moment that rain hit, wasn't they not trying to get on that boat? Wasn't they not pleading and begging to get on this boat? So it's something about these people that was trying to sacrifice you because their souls is already gone. Look, we got Moses parted the Red Sea. It says God provides a way even when things seem impossible. Come through, Spirit. Listen, what did I say? You got people watching, questioning you. Why are you doing the things that you're doing? Why you want to be so obedient to whatever you are being obedient to? It doesn't matter what, who, what. That's because God was telling you to do this because he done made a pathway. When Moses parted the Red Sea, that's a pathway. And then people thought they can follow Moses after this. The non-believers. The moment they walk into that water, didn't they get washed away? That's these lustful people. So it seemed like whoever these lustful people is that raised spiritual warfare against you, that backfired, that was setting up an environment for you to fail. That's because they knew that God was guiding you in a way where he was testing you to see if you was willing to follow his instructions, something that they didn't do. 10 times out of 10, when somebody fail at doing something, they can look at somebody that's in the same situation and be like, okay, I remember I was in that same situation like them, but I fucked up like this, and that's why I'm like this. So, at times you got people that's jealous of that. We are all here experiencing the same situation some way, somehow. It might not be exactly the same, but some way, somehow. And with that being said, I'm only saying this to say this. You might have had these lustful people that probably was on the same path that you was on and got sidetracked by the material things, by lustful energy, where they wasn't being obedient and God casted them away. When God was about to part the Red Sea for them, he like, no, I'm going to wash you away in it. So these people saw God's presence over you. If not, they learning that now. Look at this. Daniel in the lion's den. Boom. It says you don't need to be afraid because God is always with you. Daniel 6. I cannot make this shit up. Look at how this shit is going. You got the Noah's Ark. Being obedient means following God even if no one else is. So you've been following whatever this curriculum is even when nobody else is. You probably been also living in a world, let's say for like the the United States of America. You probably living your life in the old structure of the government while everybody trying to now switch up laws in the government. You get what I'm saying? It's like you're steady being obedient to things that's always been in place. Versus people that's just like, oh, well, I want this new. And new doesn't mean that it's always good. Remember that. And as you sitting up here being obedient, God is steady providing a way for you, even when things seemed impossible, where these people was creating a atmosphere where there was always confrontation that they always sent your way. Come through, Spirit, in order to always sent your way, in order to, have you locked up in the lion's den. You get what I'm saying? So it seemed like you was in a messed up situation where you was in this Daniel in the lion's den, where you had these people working against you to help someone else, if not their own, sacrifice you. But in the midst of them trying to set up your demise, God parted the Red Sea and made a pathway for you and allowed you to move forward because you was obedient. Okay? Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Here I come, y'all. Hold on. Okay, so that's basically what it is. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry. I had to deal with my son right quick. But yeah, so that's basically what it is. Even when you were stuck in the lion's den, okay, where you thought there was no other way out, God still parted the Red Sea and made sure that you safely made it out.
I thought that was Moses.
Okay? Even when you were stuck in the lion's den, like Daniel was, God still parted the Red Sea like Moses and still found a way for you to get out like Noah. That's it. That's bottom line what it is. Whatever hostile environment that these people constantly tried to put you in, okay, with ignorant motherfuckers that obviously participated with them. You get what I'm saying? Because ain't no way someone of their right mind is going to join forces with someone, if not a group of people, that's out here soulless, unless they soulless. Ain't nobody going to be walking around with fucking zombies if they ain't a zombie themselves. That's all lustful energy is zombiness. That's all it is. Those are people's souls, innocent souls that already has been drained. That's all it is. And so something about you, doing that is significant. Okay? Okay? It says, no matter what you have done before, God sees your faith and willingness to trust him today. So whatever these people was, that's what it was. You had these people that possibly felt like they knew you. Because it says no matter what you have done before, God sees your faith and willingness to trust him today. I know what it is. These people felt like they knew you. She or he, they used to act like this, or they used to be like that, or they used to do this. Okay, so we're going to set up an environment where this person can react to this because I feel like they're going to react a certain way that we heard they used to act in the past. But see, God done already washed away your sins. Confirmation. God already done washed away your sins. God already know that you have changed. That's why this is why I say, what is out there in this world today? Nothing. A bunch of dumb people. Just because you heard what somebody used to be or how they used to act or what they used to think, I don't know. That doesn't mean that the person that you're looking at is actually the same person that you see today. And even if you did try to set up environments to have someone locked up and you realize it didn't work the first time, the second time, goddamn, after the 100th time, it didn't work out, then that should have told you that person already changed. In fact, they changed so much to the point where whatever y'all are looking at as far as someone past, God is looking at this person's faith and willingness and holding on to the fact that he will give them assistance, or you collective assistance. You see this? 2 men and a woman. Assistance out of the lion's den. As the Most High parts away for you to walk through, for you to move on. There might be a disaster that might strike. Okay, there might be some type of flooding or something that might happen. It is that type of season, though. It might be a crazy storm, flooding. I heard worse than Hurricane Katrina that might hit wherever you at. And the very same thing, that whole town with the Noah's Ark, the very same thing that a whole town, somebody's saying this to somebody, the very same thing that a whole town or state or city did to you is going to be destroyed. This is a whole town and city that criticized you, if not a state, criticized you based off of their own beliefs. right? And so, people don't like to talk about racism. It's a touchy situation. It's only touchy only for those who are racist. We're not just talking about Caucasian people. We talking about Asian people. You get black people. You got a lot of people that are racist. Let's just keep it above. But what people are forgetting, that we are all here to have a human experience. There should be no way that anybody, and I was talking about this earlier, that confirmation, we are here to have a human experience where we all supposed to interact with each other, no matter what language barrier, regional dialect barrier, what part of the earth you from, even though God divided us into different languages at the bottom line, whatever, but still, we was all here to interact with each other. That's the human race, regardless of how you might feel about the other race. But people, which I feel like it was a valid point that was made, okay, by my children's father, and he was right. People hold on to those type of beliefs to make them feel more superior than the person that they going after. And the reason why I want to use racism as that, because when you have those type of people that holds on to that makes them, feel more superior. That makes them still hold on to something that made them feel valid. So when you talk about racism, right, with Caucasian people, not all of them, but some of them, and I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say this very firmly. So listen to what I'm saying. You have people such as, let's use the state of Alabama as an example. You have these old people in these political situations as Senate, governor, and shit like that still holds on to the racism mentality, because back then when they was growing up, that's the environment that they grew up in, where that race felt more superior than the actual race that they was going up against. So as time goes by and that shit fades off, that makes them feel naked inside. That makes them feel like they losing their strength. That makes them feel like they losing their power. So we in the year 2026 where you still have people like that in position of power that still hold on to that same mental state. That's because they still trying to hold on to something, which was a valid point that was made to me. They still trying to hold on to something that made them feel superior. It's not the fact that they don't like blacks or they don't like this. It's something that makes them feel covered instead of naked. That's why I said racism is a mental disorder, because that's just like these old hoes out here trying to act young. For what? You age with time. You get beautiful. You get mature with time. To be honest, as I grow, you really don't start really having fun until you get to what? Your prime? Your sexual energy. You might think it was crazy when you're young, but when you're in your prime, it's even more crazier. So it's like you age fine with wine. And a lot of people don't accept that part of life. They steady want to hold on to the younger days, the old days. How about we start holding on to what God blessed us to allow us to see? Because not a lot of people done made it through COVID. Let's talk about that. You see how many caskets that was lined up when that shit hit? Let's talk about Texas disaster with AIDS and HIV and shit spreading around and bodies dropping from left to right. Morgues, funeral from left. Let's talk about the things that you have survived. So when you talk about people that steady try to hold on to things that makes them feel young again, why? Why? You cheating yourself out of life. Why do you think they call it history? That was my favorite subject in school, history. Because with history, everything ages like wine do. Fine with wine. I love to see a woman out here, especially a woman that's older than me, that admires where she at. Oh, girl, I'm about to be 50, and acknowledge who she is as a woman. She's not trying to be young, but she's enjoying her age. She's enjoying the things that she did already. Procreated life, raised her children the best way she knew how. You understand what I'm saying? I ran into 2 women like that today. And I was like, wow, there is women out there that doesn't trying to, hold on to their glory days. I love when a man is like that. That's why I like older men. I don't like older men that like to be young. I hate that shit. For what? It comes age. And that's basically what I'm saying about that situation. Okay? And that's what I have to say about this section. Yeah, and that's why you held in high honor. Whoever you are, you held in high honor. Okay? You can be seen as an empress. So everybody want to be seen as an empress. But nobody don't want to go through the things that you have to go through in order to become an empress. Let's talk about it. Everybody want to be an emperor. But they don't want to go through the things that you actually have to go through to become one. One of them is letting go old toxic ways. When you say an empress, that's the empress. She sits there secure within herself. She's abundant within herself, just as well as the emperor is. You tell somebody they a fake empress. Oh, no, I'm not. Bitch, yes, the fuck you are you dumb? You look at the shit that you're doing. You tell somebody they a karmic ass masculine. No, I'm not. But look at the shit that you're doing. I'm just saying. You get what I'm saying? So, accept where you at in life. That's basically what I'm saying. You got people that's trying to sacrifice their own out here every freaking day. I'm just one of the living stories that God just so happened to just spare his grace and mercy on. And I thank him every day for that. You get what I'm saying? Not only for me, but for my kids. But I'm only saying this to say this. There's going to be a natural disaster that's going to happen wherever you live at. Confirmation. There's going to be a natural disaster wherever you live at, where these people thought they was Daniel in the lion's den. Look what fell out. And they thought they really had you when it came down to trying to do a bunch of corrupt shit to have you locked up, having you walk into hostile environments. Yeah, and guess what? Within that natural disaster is going to come a blessing. Shit, you might be the only person within that city or state that's going to be able to escape. But these are the same people that didn't want you to escape. So when God said, let my people go, yeah, let them go. And I'm feeling that very heavy. Like I told New York City. Even though I moved away from there because I got older, I wanted to explore life. I still want to explore life. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's just, I'm a free spirit, right? Like I told people in New York City, don't go against one of your own because you're going to fail every time. I told them they should be standing on some other type of energy, not on the same shit. Not to say they're more superior, but what I'm saying is they're supposed to be moving in a different way. And what do? They join forces with the ops. They join forces with Alabama. And guess what? Swipe underneath water. Boom. Got them. They're going to be all flooded underneath water. But see, what they don't understand, the very same person that they went up against, God already made a pathway for me to leave years ago. How many years? 7, 8 years ago? And even though, 111, even though the path that he created, it still managed to get messed up with people that's of the same mindset, it's still going to be another disaster. Basically, what I'm saying, no matter where the fuck I go or you go, collective, if anybody go against you, it's going to be a disaster. So when I say this on my post community tab, where is it? Right here. This post right here. Go to this post. And I talk about New York City. You know, of course, I quote one of the lyrics from, you know, one of the natives there. This is why I'm hot. And I'm saying I'm missing them hard, you know, blah, blah, blah. Boom, right? When I posted that, I felt a lot of envy, okay? I felt a lot of resistant energy. Not from nobody, but I felt it from people up there. That's because they already made a decision to be a part of something where they was trying to have me trapped. And so when I say God is going to make sure that they underwater, it's going to be that way. Whether if it's by accident, purposely, or whatever, it's going to be that way. But the whole time, I'm going to be safe. And so, like I said, you are held in high honor in the most high eyes. Okay, people like, oh, well, people want to be held in high honor by the 3D. No, how about you being held in high honor by the most high? Will you decide to be obedient? How about that? Being obedient means following God, even if no one else is. How about you be seen in high honor in God's eyes? Because every time you do, whether it's a he or she, whatever you believe in, you're going to come up off top, whether if you're a male or a female. Okay, something about a pregnancy. Fire sign, new start coming. Yeah, whatever they tried to have you convicted of is just not there. Okay? And that's the Daniels and the lion den. So we have locked up in the reverse, confrontation in the reverse, deposition, non-acquittal, whatever. It's just not there. They only wanted to do this because you are known as a oh, excuse me. God bless me. That's confirmation. As a psychic investigator. Oh, excuse me. God bless me. Yeah, because you are known as a psychic investigator. And it seemed like these people had a lot of shit to hide. Yeah, they know that you the high priest or the high priestess of your city, town, or state. That's what I'm saying. These people knew that whatever stance that you had as a psychic investigator, or you just being known as a psychic investigator, as a high priest or a high priestess of your city, not only of your city, but of your town, not of your town, just of your state. And when these people caught wind of it, they like, oh, well, we this and we that, as if somebody gave a fuck about y'all positions. Nobody didn't ask y'all about y'all positions. With all due respect, especially when you coming down to spiritual, okay? And this is what I'm saying. I don't know why people like to intertwine the two. Yes, it does run parallel, but it can never be intertwined. You chose to do whatever you do in the 3D. That's your business. You chose to be whatever you chose to be. That's your business. What somebody choose to be as a spiritualist, that's their business. How the fuck can you sit up there as a Senate, governor, president, ex-president, whoever? How the fuck can you sit up there and hate because somebody has high spiritual ranking in the spiritual realm? Where does that align at? Because if I sat in any of those positions, I would have been like, well, shit, congratulations. I would like to meet you one day. You get what I'm saying? That just would have been my stance. Like, okay, that's what you do, and this is what I do. Not to say that whatever anybody does is better than the next, but the way that y'all made this whole spirituality shit, y'all done made it too much where you try to put your positions of power up against somebody spiritual authority in a spiritual realm. And then y'all loses every time. That's why the past keep being brought up. That's why terrible endings are coming. Because y'all gonna lose every time. They even went to the extent of working with gang members. That's why shit is falling apart for them. What did I say about someone hacking into my devices? My phone did a whole factory reset by its own, and I didn't do it. That's how desperate. This is somebody that was working with your family. What the fuck was you finding? Nothing. Okay, because I never got finished setting this phone up anyways, okay? This is somebody's spell work that know that they backfired on them, that know that something was overturned in the courts, okay, when it came down to something that they wanted to happen to you. They wanted you locked up because they didn't want you to show up to work. These are people that was, like I said, involved with trying to help someone, your family, sacrifice one of their own. Why? Because you are chosen one. And it seemed like birds of a feather flock together. They felt the same way your family felt. And that's why they're going to be facing sentencing, whether it's spiritual or literal. Okay, the feds is here. Okay, archangels are watching over you. Okay, so you might have some spiritual, you have all the archangels that's watching over you, right? But you might have some federal agents that could be earth angels too, that was sent to protect you, about these people that was trying to handle something outside the courtroom. Even the chief judge was involved with this shit. To help somebody, these family members that you cut off, these family members that you know for a long period of time that you cut off. Yeah, these was the ops that was working with your family. Yeah, a home, to keep a home away from you. It doesn't matter. Because that same city and town, or multiple cities and towns that gave these family members assistance, okay, is going to be destroyed. So while these people are sitting around paying to help people and clout chase this, they need to be saving their money, because I'm hearing not even FEMA is going to be able to help them recover. Not even FEMA. Not even the funds from the White House is going to help what this disaster is going to do. The water might fuck around and turn red, for real. They need to be saved. Somebody said they need to be saving their money for that disaster, for sure. Especially down here in Alabama. Y'all steady building and repairing shit. That's fine. But make sure y'all saving. Make sure y'all leave this shit alone. Because I'm telling you right now, and I'm standing on this, and I'm prophesizing this, and I'm not going back on it. There's going to be a nasty disaster. You thought Hurricane Katrina was the worst? It's going to be none like no other. New York City, they wiped out. They done. It's like they going to get flooded out. Everybody, like the Twin Towers was like a warning, right? Which is crazy. But I remember when we first moved up there and that happened the same year. And now that, you know, I'm older, I'm more spiritual in tune, I know what that was, right? And so that was the first one. After that, you know, it's like New York City was more loving, caring. Now it done turned into something that it should have never turned into. So you know how you fill the tub up with water? And then when you finish with the water, you just drain it? Okay, that's going to be New York City. Whether God fill it up or man-made fill it up. It's going to get filled up. And it's going to get drained. And guess what? There will be no more apartment buildings. It will be still New York City housing. Remember that. But it wouldn't be the apartment buildings. It's going to be modernized subdivisions, homes. You get what I'm saying? It's going to be more so that. It's still going to be nicer, but it's going to be a whole nother environment. That's because the people that are now there. I told y'all, stop playing with certain people, entities, and forces. I also told those political people in New York City, stop shaking hands with everybody. I said that. They call it the tri-state area for a reason. You have New Jersey, PA, and New York City. You stick within that tri-state. It seemed like everybody within that tri-state area, you start shaking hands with motherfuckers that you had no business dealing with. All because of what? They knew I was from New York. They felt like they could turn New York against me. I mean, even if they did accomplish that, who gives a fuck? Because y'all being washed out purposely by the Most High. So the very thing that y'all participated in is the very same thing to cause me to lose out on shit or my children to lose out on shit. Y'all will be losing out on shit. But see, the difference between y'all and me, I've been moved away from that disaster a long time ago. Meditating by the bayou is amazing. A long time ago. So when I say stand by me, that's what the fuck I meant. Stand by me. You support a native. But y'all didn't. Well, Alabama, man, they gonna get it the worst. I don't even see water coming to Alabama. I see fires. I saw fire coming from the ground. Confirmation. I saw fire coming from the ground. I don't know what that means, but I saw it. They're gonna burn. Like Babylon did, they're gonna burn. It's gonna be worse than California wildfire. Somebody said, yeah, somebody know it. It's gonna be worse than California wildfires. Yeah, these are people that sold their souls. And this is to stop me from receiving a home. People sold their souls to stop me from receiving a home. Now they don't know what to do. Because the spell work that they did backfired. And they put a bounty on your head. Yeah, these hidden foes that's coming out, unable to use evidence against you. These people that was performing rituals, not getting out on community service based off of what these people did with this karmic investigation to help out a dirty nigga get away with something out of greed, to have money to pay bills. This is a dirty nigga that was fucking around with somebody's niece, or this is a dirty nigga that is somebody's niece that was doing spell work on your lover. So somebody's niece could be doing spell work on a karmic lover. Okay, so if you was fucking around with a karmic Sagittarius, Trey Dusty ass, somebody's niece was doing spell work on him. Yeah, and that's who he worked with to have you locked up, okay, while trying to assist this dirty ass niece to be just like you, and they can't, with a corrupt judge, a karmic ass uncle, weed smoker or weed smokers. Yeah, they facing a felon. If not already is one, a clerk of court is facing a felon. Ain't that something? That's why somebody said that's why you seen fire come from the ground. I see. You have people in places that should have never participated in this. But anyways, you being spiritually protected from this bum ass niece that's a fake empress that worked with haters, okay, that's not receiving an upgrade, that was trying to stop you from receiving it. This is someone that's unable to play it cool about this betrayal. This is somebody that was trying to receive, these are a group of people that was trying to harvest off of your energy. Occult sacrifice in the reverse. Still spying on you. They won't be able to. They need to spy on this natural disaster that's gonna hit. And it's coming soon. Someone is doing white magic to protect you. You know, from love, money, you know, different things like that. Okay. These are people that was trying to cause you to face some type of embarrassment and you're not, unable to stand on business. Spirit telling you to continue to stay in isolation as of right now. Have you ever seen the movie Eve Bayou with the lady that plays in A Thin Line Between Love and Hate with Martin Lawrence? Eve's Bayou. The movie Eve's Bayou. And the aunt used to have premonitions and stuff about people passing away and stuff like that. They shot that movie, I think, in Ohio. By the Bayou. For those who don't know. Okay, I think they shot it in Eve's Bayou. Samuel, I think that's his name. Samuel, I forgot their name. This movie. Okay. Eve's Bayou. Go watch that movie. The aunt used to have premonitions and, stuff like that. And, she had a premonition of a boy passing away, right? And they had to stay in the house for a certain amount of time. And she thought it was one of her niece or her nephews that she had the premonition about. In fact, it was someone else, right? Because that's how sometimes those premonitions work like that, right? But nevertheless, okay, I love this movie. Nevertheless, God wants you to stay put at this time. Because while these people out here chasing clout, money, and whatever, they need to be preparing themselves like Noah did. They need to be preparing themselves. Confirmation. Because they most definitely caught in the middle of a situation where not only is a raid that's going to happen, a natural disaster is going to happen, and it's going to hit many different points of the world, not just of the United States, of the world. Okay, China is receiving so many tsunamis. China is receiving hella tsunamis. Japan receiving mad tsunamis. That energy is coming our way. It's a replenish of the earth. So it's like one of these things, like I've been telling the United States of America, you get the shit together or God gonna get it together for you. And what it seems like is y'all time is up. Y'all trying to sit here and change laws, impeachment laws, this law, that law, have things going on at the White House that should never be going on. That's fine. I digress. That's none of my business. It's either y'all get it together or God gonna get it together. When God say they want a new government, that's what it's gonna be. If you look at the natural disasters that's going on around the world, it's gonna eventually hit the United States of America. It might not hit every place in the United States of America, but it's gonna affect certain places. And the places that it does affect, it's meant to affect. New York, Alabama is most definitely getting hit, in California. For sure. I seen it. Somebody said Ohio. Ohio's gonna freeze to death. Somebody all in my energy. I'm not. Somebody want to know. Yeah, somebody want to know what else I saw. It don't matter. It doesn't matter the other states. Okay? New York gonna be underwater. They're gonna fill the shit up, kill off everything and everybody, and unplug it and drain it, basically. And it's gonna be a new environment. New Jersey, PA, if you keep fucking around, you're gonna be in the same boat as them. That's it. When you keep it in the tri-state area, you won't have this issue. But y'all don't, because it's too much clout chasing in the political world. And that's what I'm saying. Like, when are political people is gonna stand for what they used to stand for like years ago? It's too much. Internet shit. Okay, I seen fire coming from the state of Alabama. Fire, blazing, hot fire, scorching fire. And I kept hearing Babylon with that. Confirmation, I kept hearing the word Babylon. And I got to look into that story. That's what I see. California, I just see an earthquake. Like a serious earthquake. Okay? That's all I saw. Ohio's going to freeze to death in the wintertime. They're going to have a winter so bad it's going to be worse than a winter in the Antarctic. If not, it's going to feel those temperatures like the North or South Pole. Yeah, that's how hard it's going to hit there. And guess what? It will be nothing no type of money they can print up in that Treasury Department in the White House that can save these natural disasters. I'm going to keep speaking on it. I'm just letting y'all know. There's nothing. You talking about evacuating the state. Where is state going to go? To what other states? Oh, y'all, is America even prepared for those type of emergency things? See, we so busy going to war somewhere else. We're not even planning like Japan, China, and all these other countries that already got hit and they got shit set up for when they do evacuate China or Japan, they know they can catch a boat or a flight to the next island or something somewhere. What the fuck do America have set up? Nothing. Because we so busy trying to focus on the fucking war over there. What we need to be focusing on these natural disasters that's about to hit. That's why I keep telling people it's going to be a long summer, a nasty summer. Confirmation, it's going to be a long, nasty summer. We need to start preparing. Where is the next emergency state? That a state like Ohio, what other state can they evacuate to? Like New York, it's big, a lot of people, millions of people. What other procedures can y'all do to help these people out if something like that was to happen? If not, the plan of the government is to do what? Wipe as many people as they can have out. And at this point, I don't even blame them. Look what the fuck y'all doing. Look what y'all doing with y'all lives. Look, as soon as I split the debt, look what y'all doing with y'all lives. Committing fraud, money laundering, money orders, trying to block people blessings, sex, 24/7. Look, now somebody trying to say it's a misunderstanding. No. You see how that flew out the deck onto my lap? Yeah, because somebody know I'm telling the truth. What misunderstanding with that? I said you stand by me or you could just go against me. And quite frankly, I love it when people go against me. I get a thrill off of that. Makes my nipples hard. Yeah, y'all up here making deals, lying, facts gonna steady coming out. All y'all into lustful ass shit, trying to block people blessings, fraud. Everybody want to be involved with that. So, I mean, honestly, even if New York or whoever do get flooded out, so what? What the fuck is y'all doing with y'all lives? Chasing after whack ass, bum ass celebrity artists that ain't shit. They just like you and me. I mean, what are we really doing? Look, as soon as I split the debt, legal investigation, busted. What did I say? A raid. You might have some people that works for the government might be losing a job, if not getting arrested. So whatever this raid is, it might expand to certain people that actually works for the government as a government official. Some of them might be getting picked up too for working with this witch's coven. It seemed like this, look, gateway to the spiritual realm about, money theft. That's all y'all into. And it seemed like everybody was involved with working with this witch's coven. Everybody got sucked into whatever they had going on. And even certain political people got sucked into this witch's coven. Even certain authority figures got sucked into this political coven. And instead of y'all saying that shit is stupid and it's whack and we're not fucking with it, you decided to fuck with it. And now I already seen the judgment. The judgment already has been passed down. The only thing you can do at this point is prepare. But can you really prepare? Can you really prepare? What did I say? What did I say? I seen scorching fires. Babylon, the state of Alabama, scorching fires. Mississippi, stay away. Don't even help. Scorching fires. I've seen Mississippi put up a whole wall. You know how the wall of China? Yeah, I saw Mississippi build the wall to divide themselves from Alabama. And I don't blame them. Whoever in my energy that want to see what I see, I don't blame them. They should. Who want that negative energy in their state? Even if they are corrupt. See, that's the problem. People feel like, oh, because I'm corrupt, I got to show them. No, you don't. You got to walk with some type of class. People might say a lot of shit about Mississippi, but guess what? Every time I go there like, if not every day. Basically, they still walk with class. I run across, clans members and all that. And they still handle me with class. They still show me respect. So I don't blame them. I separate myself too. I don't blame them. Yeah, look. Custody battles and shit. Like, what the fuck is y'all doing with y'all life? Yeah, talking shit about people. What are y'all doing with y'all life? Yeah, look, accurate report. What are y'all doing with your life? Nothing. Accurate report. What are y'all doing with your life? Nothing. Yeah, somebody disappointed. Somebody is very disappointed. These thieves are disappointed. In Aquarius, watching. Failed destiny swap. They disappointed. About my visions? Who's disappointed about my visions? Why should you be? Why should you be disappointed? Fake ass Cleo. Call me now. Whack ass booty bandit ass cop. Thieving ass motherfuckers. Watching. Clout chasing. Like to go around poisoning people. Food, drinks and all that. Look, clarity about this ex. Yeah, false reports, lying. That's what I'm saying. What are y'all doing with y'all lives? And the government had more than enough time to straighten this shit out. It's not just with me, it's with other things. But then when you have someone like me that's in alignment with the universe, whether y'all believe it or not, and you go up against a strong one of the strong forces that's in alignment with the universe, you're fucking with the vibrations of it. I don't care what y'all might believe. You might believe that a child that was just born might not have a certain type of energetic magnetic field, and they do. But you're like, oh, they was just born. You cannot judge a book by its cover. That's what I'm saying. It's too much clout chasing. Come on, let's go. It's too much clout chasing here. Like drug activities, this bum ass Capricorn, like a bum ass friend Danielle and shit. Like, you're mad because you done stop fucking with them and shit. Insurance policies, that's all y'all made the world into. Insurance. Look, accurate report. Look, organized crime. I don't blame God. To be honest, at this point, if you want my honest opinion, I don't even want the government to fix shit. I want God to fix it. I want God to fix it. I know y'all like, yeah, I want God to balance out the scales. I know it sounds fucked up, but that's just where I'm at. I want God to balance out the scales. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I want God to balance out the scales. That's all y'all know. Blood sacrifice and shit. That's all y'all know. Karmic Libra. That's all y'all fucking know. Covering up murders, crimes. arresting people. I heard everybody talking about the Carmelo verdict. I looked into that shit for the first time today. I couldn't bear it. I couldn't bear to look at that. People are now saying that you can't even defend yourself nowadays, and if you do, you getting prosecuted. Okay, you getting left out in the cold by your family, even by your own parents. You get what I'm saying? Like the shit is crazy. And I feel like these parents are being paid to have their own child sacrificed, if you ask me. Because ain't nobody in their right mind gonna leave their child like that. Ain't nobody. Unless they got paid to. Whoever this karmic Taurus is, they going hard like this. There's a karmic Taurus that's going hard like this because they thirsty to go on a vacation to go see a Gemini. Look, the gig is up. Yeah, but you're not going to be able to even... So a karmic Taurus is going hard so they can go travel to see a Gemini. So a Gemini can fly them out so they can receive a gift. Yeah. Honestly, I don't think that Gemini fucking with you. Okay, look, in the South, yeah, bitch, you're gonna stay there. Look, South in the reverse. Yeah, it seemed like a Gemini said they don't want them spooky ass vibes from Alabama to where the fuck they at. Yeah, they don't want them spooky ass vibes. Yeah, bitch, because you're done. Whoever this Taurus is, you're done. You're up out of here. This court case, finished. Karmic Pisces is not receiving money. So a Pisces is broke. A Taurus is done. They getting left high and dry. Somebody don't want their spooky vibes around them. Yeah, teamwork, gateway to the spiritual realm about this fraud. That's coming out. Somebody, look, told you. This bitch is upset. I'm just saying, a Pisces broke and a Taurus. I mean, somebody don't want them spooky vibes around them. Look, bad omens. I can't make the shit up. Okay, I'm not saying that this Gemini don't like you or don't fuck with you, but at this point, you know, everybody got a life they gotta live. Yeah, interfering with people's jobs and shit. Working with family members and shit. Like, yeah, like this is too much. Yeah, and look, she over there talking shit. Told you. Somebody now on hush mode. A Taurus over there talking shit. On hush mode. Yeah. So if this person is over there talking shit, they're gonna be on hush mode. When that Gemini say Janet Jackson, by the way, she started off her tour in Japan or somewhere like that with amazing vocals. So shout out to Janet Jackson, okay, for them amazing vocals where she started off her tour. Amazing. She still that's pure gold, okay. But yeah, whoever this yeah, they ain't no lie either. Okay. Yeah, somebody's gonna be on a Janet Jackson shit. You know, this is a karmic Taurus that can't wait to go see a Gemini so they can hop in the bed with this nigga and shit and be spoiled and shit. I feel like this Gemini gonna be like, let's wait a while for love and let's wait a while and but we go too far. What did I say? That Taurus is not going. Let's wait a while for love and let's wait a while before we go too far. Yeah. Yeah, that's that spell work backfired. Hit dog done hollered. Yeah, the bitch feeling some type of way about this deal that went wrong. Look, somebody saying it's a misunderstanding. I told you. This is somebody that see that you use your magical gifts to help fight back and manifest against these stalkers that are watching. Okay. Yeah, somebody that's losing it. A karmic Taurus. What did I say? They losing it. Yeah, that's who try to blood sacrifice you. This could be a karmic Taurus that's a law official or work with one to blood sacrifice you. And they over there upset because whatever spell work that they did to try to block you from having clarity about what they tried to do, somebody could have been putting a rich food, something in your food to blindside your spiritual gifts so you won't be able to give an accurate report. Yeah, now they're trying to say it's a misunderstanding about the deal that they had with each other to blood sacrifice you. Bitch, I don't know who the hell this is that think they God. Bitch, you're not God. And if you are God, you're not the God that I pray to. So, you know, with that being said, what I'm saying to you is, bitch, you doing all that shit, spell work, and it still just went to waste. Your spell work is weak. Whoever you going to is weak. You weak. Okay. Yeah, look. Hope in the reverse. Weak. Period. Somebody could be going to somebody that's Chinese or Korean or something to have spell work done on you. Yeah, but it's not working. Yeah, it's not working. Somebody is going to a foreigner to have spell work done on you, okay, to get away with this, and it ain't working. Yeah, this is somebody that went down the wrong way. We're trying to have you on the live. Whoever this attorney that was involved, you kicking ass. Somebody's saying that somebody is always begging. I don't know. Okay. Excuse me. Somebody that can impersonate you up north. Okay. That was connected to a corrupt sheriff that's out of here too. Somebody in their 40s or 50s. Competition in the reverse. Untrustworthy. You know people was untrustworthy around you. A divine femme. Masculine, like I said. Not destined, destined for greatness. Okay. You about to receive unexpected income. So there, I think I said this already. Look, as soon as I split the deck, because I was about to figure out who's about to receive unexpected income. Who is this divine femme that's about to receive unexpected income? This is a fire sign. Okay. That's destined for greatness. Yeah, you about to receive some money. And with this money, you're going to be able to move forward. Not to say that you're not able to move forward, but you're going to be able to do the things that you always wanted to do on a whatever. I don't know. Yeah, this is as soon as I split the deck. Yeah, look, a new start coming. Yeah, so whoever this fire sign is, it seemed like you're about to receive money. Okay, whatever this is, it's going to be a brand new beginning for you. Yeah, your family members won't be able to have access to you either. So whatever family member drama you was having is dead. Yeah, you ghosted these people. I told you. You could have been having family member drama. And that's because you cut them off, right? Now you're not going to be having that. In fact, they're going to be hunted by the thoughts of you not being there no more. So basically, your family worked against you because you ghosted them. They felt left out in the cold. They felt like you walked away and you blew up big and you left them out. So they decided to be on some hateration shit and work with a karmic Sagittarius, okay, that would no longer be able to have access to your finances, to your account. So there's a karmic Sagittarius that's working with a bank supervisor, Tiffany Lockett at Regions Bank. This person's been discussing your finances. Yeah, this supervisor is getting fucked up right along with the Sagittarius. Yeah, they know exactly who you are now. A real one. Yeah, so what did I say? Natural disaster is going to take place. And these people is going to be thinking about you. So when these natural disasters start to hit, they're going to think about you and everything that you said. Your family members is going to be hunted by the thoughts of you officially never returning. Yeah. These are people that wanted you out the way and they couldn't. Work with people that's gang affiliated, a karmic Cancer that can no longer have you surrounded. So there's a lot of things. I feel like in this energy, there's a lot of things that's being laid to rest. Basically, you have officials, okay, that's taking care of these group of people, and you have certain officials that was involved with working with these group of with these group of people is going to be taken care of. A Cancer will no longer be able to bully you no more. Family members will no longer have access to you officially anymore. It's like, yeah, a third party, okay, they won't be able to fuck with you no more. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? This third party possibly not even sleeping, eating, dining, exercising, right? Group effort in the reverse. Yeah. So I feel like there's a lot of shit being laid to rest. Okay. Something about a karmic Virgo. Something about a Virgo and a karmic Leo is significant. Okay. Yeah, they won't be able to watch you suffer. A Scorpio that's unable to frame you with a corrupt church and a pastor. Perjury, that type shit. Okay. Somebody is saying it's a misunderstanding. Okay, a family member of yours of someone else's. So whoever this family member of yours or someone else's, now they over here trying to plead for mercy. What did I say about the Noah's Ark? They were sitting up there laughing at this man while he did everything God asked him to do. And when that storm hit, everybody was trying to hang on to that for dear life. So now you got your family members hanging on for dear life after making a deal with others to blood sacrifice you. One of them could have been a karmic Taurus your family members made a deal with that was working with a corrupt sheriff in Mobile, Alabama. Plans failed. That's their secret business dealings coming out. Safety first. An Israelite. Drug dealing. Yeah, trying to make something look like an accident. A karmic Libra that no longer has secret society protection. That's what I'm saying. A lot of shit being laid to rest. At this point, I feel like a lot of people is going to be begging for mercy. And it seemed like your family is going to be the first ones that's going to come back. Because I feel like they don't realize they went down the wrong way. Busted. This law official, look, is a law official that's watching me. That's sending a message to somebody. Okay, a bunch of weird shit. Yeah, a head dog hollering. So if somebody's watching me texting a law official or a law official texting somebody, who gives a fuck? Yeah, because they busted anyways. Yeah, somebody is saying something is a misunderstanding. Accurate report. I'm over that energy. I left that shit at the bayou. What did I say? I left that shit there. Okay, so that's what's going on, y'all. Okay, with these people that know that you are too strong, awakening. Okay, these people are going through an awakening. These are the people that know that you are too strong for whatever situation they try to put you in, basically. Okay, these are people that know that you're the high priest or the high priestess of your city, town, or state, and they try to work against that. So people tried to work against you, your life purpose. Okay, yeah, we got King Solomon here. Okay, we have wisdom is better than riches. What did I just got finished saying about age? Didn't I say age is fine with wine? Wisdom is better than riches, and true love is selfless. King Solomon. Wisdom. Wisdom is better than riches. So once again, what did I say about these people that likes to hold on to old beliefs? Not every old belief, but when I say old beliefs, like the thought of, oh, I have to have the, white picket fence, whatever. Wisdom is more better than riches. What is the man to gain the whole world, which is riches, if he loses his soul? Confirmation. People sit up here and kill people for money every day, right? Or over money. Whether it's for or over, if not both. To come into riches. Just like they worked against me to stop me from receiving a home, money, whatever. Because they thought it would bring in riches for them. I didn't give a fuck about it because what you won't be stealing is my wisdom. Which I know my wisdom, my growth is more better than what you took from me. Because as long as you got that, you can always come into riches. Y'all took that, I still blew up on YouTube. Y'all still try to fuck my YouTube shit up, and bitch, I'm still gonna blow up bigger. You get what I'm saying? God's still gonna make a way. He's still gonna part the Red Sea. And that's what y'all failing to realize. Everything that y'all did to work against me, God still parted the Red Sea. Fine, you want to fuck with my YouTube page? Fine. I might get slapped with endorsement deals. Something that's going to shake the whole world. Maybe change the face of a brand or something. I will still get whatever God wants me to have. That's because I still got my wisdom. Y'all don't have that. King Solomon, wisdom. Wisdom is better than riches. So when you have these people sitting in political positions, mayors, senates, presidents, ex-presidents, they take that position and that title and then they want to go off the deep end with it. But what's a man to gain the whole world and loses his soul? So you have a lot of these people that sit in these positions, judges, sheriffs, cops, whatever, and they don't know what the fuck to do with it. Confirmation. And then when they get someone like me that know exactly what to do with a position like that, they feel intimidated by it. That's why y'all worked against me. And that's why y'all will work against anybody that's anything near me or anything like me. Because it's not the fact that my spiritual ranking is what threatens you. It's the fact that you sit in a position of power and you don't know what the fuck to do with it. And it's clearly, and I can see through it like a fucking window with Windex just being shined on it. And you feel threatened by that. Because it's not about the position or the title that you hold. In fact, it's about the wisdom that you carry while holding that. Alabama State is, I'm going to keep using them as an example, is a perfect example of that. Look at the governor. Look at the Senate. Look how they run in this state. Like it's still being ran. Like it done. Somebody said it got ran into the ground. For sure. It done got ran into the ground. And these people act like you can't speak on their positions of power, but then they use their position of power to do things to someone like me innocently. That didn't do nothing to them. In fact, I showed y'all love. In fact, this was the state that I chose to move to after I decided to start a new life. And y'all betrayed me. That's fine. And then you tricked New York into betraying me too because y'all didn't want to feel outcasted. And they went for it. That's why they're going to be filled up like a tub and released like one. So these are people that are examples of people that sit in power that doesn't have wisdom. Confirmation. The governor don't have it. They keep her in power because as long as they keep her in power, they can do whatever the fuck they want to do. If they put somebody that has wisdom of some type of statue in her position, none of this shit would be going on. Let's talk about the senates. Let's talk about this. I mean, I can go on and on. Always remember, wisdom is better than riches. True love is selfless. How hard is it for you to reach out and to help an innocent soul? To help someone that's in need? That's true love. And not expecting nothing from it. That's true love. It's selfless. What does it cost you to get up and, one day and say, you know what? I know I'm an asshole, but I'm going to try not to be an asshole today. And I'm gonna start little by little by trying not to be an asshole, by doing things without expecting something in return. That's true love. Awakening about why these people wanted you locked up, because they was trying to help a plastic doll bitch do a destiny swap. Now they over there having arguments, or somebody just walking away from somebody. We do have arguments in reverse. Ops no longer able to work with ops. Yeah, to help out a Judas. That can no longer be a Judas. So these was ops working with ops that was connected to a Judas that's been exposed around you. Yeah, I feel like whoever this plastic doll bitch is, confirmation, was connected to a Judas that was around you. Whoever this Judas is and this plastic doll bitch both work together with a group of people or a person to do a failed destiny swap again. And I feel like at this point, people is not arguing with whoever this plastic doll bitch is. They not arguing with a Judas around you. They just like walking away. And now somebody's sitting up there confused. A water sign. So whoever this plastic doll bitch is a water sign. They sitting over there confused. Because whatever they thought they had planned with the assistance of whoever to assist them with this destiny swap so they can harvest off of your spirituality because they done lost theirs. Now you could be going through some type of awakening about these people not even arguing about why they not fucking with this hoe. In fact, they just walking away and saying that they just what it is. This is a plastic doll bitch that's a water sign that wanted to look. Damn. Capital offense. So this is a plastic doll bitch that's a water sign. She gonna be facing capital offense for what she tried to orchestrate to have somebody locked up, to have him killed unknowingly behind bars, so that she can do a destiny swap for herself, if not the assistance of others. Yeah, she facing capital offense. So this seemed like this is spirit guide intuitions. Because you watch it. Because my cards are speaking. This bitch going to jail for capital murder. And the bitch broke. This water sign. So I don't blame people. Okay, this is a water sign female. This water sign female is broke, busted, and disgusted. And they worked with other officials to help them, assist them with setting shit up for you, to have you arrested, locked up, or if not, just doing it. Because this is a water sign female that didn't want you, a fire sign, to come into a new beginning because they wanted it. So this is a plastic doll bitch that's a water sign, broke, busted, and disgusted, capital murder, being charged with that. People are walking away with no explanation about why they don't want to assist this bitch into having you locked up to do a failed destiny swap again. And this bitch sitting up there confused. What are you confused about? If this is spirit guide intuition, you're watching me, what the fuck is you confused about? Bitch, this is the end of the road for you. And you know it. You know it. But you ain't gonna tell these people that's giving you assistance that. It's one of them things like, you know how somebody know they going down and they want to pull everybody else down with them? Yeah, but whoever these people is that's smart enough to walk away with no explanation, salute. Wisdom is not through riches. Wisdom, I can see why this card flew out now. Now, you see how God speak before these cards speak? Wisdom is not riches. This is somebody that's trying to compete with you. Somebody said this is somebody that tried to compete with you. Yeah, this is somebody that tried to compete with you with your own beginning that God blessed you with. God blessed you with a home. God without a mortgage. God blessed you with whatever God blessed you with. And you had this water sign plastic doll bitch that's sitting over here confused about why this destiny swap failed again, that's facing capital murder charges. Okay, and broke, busted, and disgusted still. Okay, the knee pads ain't working, but the zoo is calling the bitch back there. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, they was in competition with you over something that God blessed you with. God blessed them with the same thing. But they fucked that shit up because they chased the riches. They was operating out of lust. So whoever this plastic doll bitch is, of course, they a plastic doll bitch. They thought they needed the titties, the ass, the plastic shit in order to attract the riches. You might be sitting with natural shit because it's natural. And you waited for the riches to come to you. This is somebody that chased it after the riches. In fact, they chased it after a whole new beginning that didn't even belong to them. In fact, it belonged to you. In fact, it belonged to me. So that goes to show you why this person forfeited their right to even be in the kingdom of God, of King Solomon. You could be a descendant from King Solomon. For some of you, maybe I am too. Who knows? You get what I'm saying? Somebody already done chased it, the lustful things in life. And they saw that you didn't do that. And they saw why God blessed you with that. And they decided to, somewhere in their mind, be in competition with you and persuade others, hey, you know, it's the riches is the way to go. No, it's not. It's wisdom. And like I said, whoever the fuck walking away from this stupid asshole without no explanation, good luck. Because I'm telling you, your fortune is going to come to you as soon. You know how you participate in something wrong, right? And then the moment that you walk away, it's like you run into a blessing, if not more than one. That's what I'm getting. Whoever these people, all person that's walking away, they're going to be blessed with multiple shit. New job titles, positions. Maybe the same riches this devil over here tried to promise them. This is a third party hoe. Whoever this water sign plastic doll bitch. They just a third party jump off. And all they know is how to kill people to swap destinies. And guess what? Even if it was to be successful, right? They're going to fuck up that destiny too. Because that's all they know. If they fucked up their own, they're going to fuck that shit up too. It's not like they're going to be like, oh yeah, I fucked up this and I won't be able to, I won't do it the next one. This person done destiny swapped with how many people already? I'm hearing multiple. And they fucked every single one of them up. That's why they being exposed with this one. Because it's like, damn, bitch, you already done fucked up your life. I done gave you multiple opportunities to do this, and bitch, you still didn't get it right. But you steady trying to go at it again. God said no. Yeah, no. This bitch is a third party. And that's it. They trust lustful shit. And as long as this person is out here chasing lustful shit, man, these beats is crazy. You see how the flow of my reading is going? Yeah, love it. Okay? As long as this person out here chasing lust, they collecting as many souls as they possibly can. Not the souls that they just sleeping with, but the souls that they are working with to get assistance will continue to live this lifestyle. Those souls they also collecting. And these innocent people that participate in this, they don't even know that the mercy that God had on you. For an example, the state of Alabama. Yeah, I'm going to keep going to y'all. New York City. You don't even know the mercy that God had over y'all. Even the fact that y'all did a bunch of bullshit with slavery and all that. God still had mercy over y'all. But when y'all participated in this third party stitch, look, she flipping out. Yeah, because she know I'm telling the truth. That she karmic. You see how I flipped out in reverse? This is a karmic ass water sign. She flipping out. Because she know I'm telling the truth. As long as this person continue to live that life like this, they're going to collect everybody's soul. Yeah, look, she know I'm a demon slayer. Didn't I say this bitch flipping out because she know I know she karmic? She's a third party. And she know I know why you sitting up there confused. You're confused because you're not confused about what I'm saying. You're confused about how I'm able to flow into your energy like that. Demon Slayer. It is what it is. And guess what? This person don't only, like I said, collect the souls of people that they sleep with. They collect the souls of people that they work with. And the mercy that God had over, especially Alabama with the slavery, and New York City with the bullshit that y'all got going on up there, y'all no longer have that covering. Because she collected y'all souls. Y'all no longer have that covering. Confirmation, y'all don't. I'm just being honest. People think that people have coverings. People, places, and things have coverings. The White House have a covering. I feel like that shit is gone too, because of the shit they got going on. Okay? I saw the White House, Washington, D.C. being flooded out. Worse than New York. Now that ain't gonna be on purpose. That's gonna be God. That shit split in half. Yeah, in the middle of the night. Split in half. Somebody putting respect on your name. Somebody's just choosing to respect you. This is somebody that know that a new start is coming. So whoever this water sign is, they trying to have you arrested to keep you from having this new beginning. Okay? Yeah, this is somebody that know that money is coming back to you, home is coming back to you, whatever this new beginning look like. Somebody is trying to have you sabotage so you won't come into this new beginning because they want it. This is a third-party jump-off bitch that this operates in lustful ass energy. And they mad because I just exposed, working in the judge chamber office, shit like that, trying to work it, So somebody, I'm just over it. Like I said, I left that shit at the bayou. Okay, this is a third-party jump-off that don't want you to receive money, your home, none of that shit. And obviously she working with a corrupt judge. To stop you from receiving this. Look, plans fell because I said something about it. This bitch is weird. You fucking sit up here and watch me with all these little dirty ass Babylon living lifestyle ass weirdos. And then y'all sit up here try to figure out what y'all can come up with. You can continue doing that. But remember that I said this. While y'all sitting up there still operating in that energy, y'all need to be embracing yourself for what's to come because it's coming soon. That's the type of bitch you don't need to be around when judgment comes, because judgment is already here. So at this point, y'all just need to be walking away and figuring out how can you save your own soul, if not get your soul back. That's what y'all need to be figuring out. Instead of trying to figure out what y'all can do to have me arrested to stop me from receiving a new beginning, bitch, I'm already at the promised land already. I'm already there. People think, oh, at the promised land, you need a house or home. No, the fuck you don't. You need your soul and you need your faith. God needs to see that you a fucking warrior. Not for right now, but for what's to come next. I done already showed that. That's why I'm there. Bitch, I don't need a home. I don't need money. Bitch, I got there. This bitch is trying to convince y'all to work against somebody's new beginning because I have material things coming to me. Bitch, who cares? I'm already at the promised land already. Are y'all listening? Are y'all listening? I'm already there without that shit. Because I said you can have it. Wisdom is not riches. Noah's Ark. Didn't I say prepare yourself? Preparation for what's to come? Okay. On the go. Yeah, I'm already there. She knows it too. Didn't I say this bitch got souls to collect? I don't give a fuck if I was corrupt, a corrupt judge, law official, whatever. That bitch wouldn't be collecting my soul. Not that bitch. But see, y'all different. So y'all type different. Yeah, this is somebody that look, illegal activity, bad karma. What did I say? Illegal activity, been exposed, bad karma. That's this voodoo priest that's upset because they spell work ain't working, that water sign. Yeah, look, following the wrong people. That's what I said. Black magic that know that you the high priestess of your city, town, and state. Yeah, they trying to have you sabotaged, locked up, and all. I'm already there, though. You are undefeated. I'm already there. All this tracking and hacking my IP address and, losing assets. Oh, who cares, bitch? I already made it. Y'all trying to figure out what the fuck going on, bitch. I already made it. And that hoe knows it. I made it before a lot of these infamous pastors and preachers out here at these churches. They not even there. And that's no disrespect to, people that are, preachers or nothing or anything. I ain't saying none of them ain't there, but what I'm saying is I made it there before the majority of them made it there. And these are people that have been preaching at churches for all their lives. Now let that sink in. That's why she upset. Hello, y'all following the wrong person. Why would you want something like that to collect your soul? Hello? What? A hoe? So when you go to hell and the devil like, hey, what you doing here? Oh, wait, hold up. What's your name? Your name is what? Matthew? Let me see what Matthew did in the Akash records. You let a hoe collect your soul. Okay, yeah, I don't even want you down here in hell. And I know you can't go to heaven with that shit. Bitch, I don't know where you're going. You a wonderless soul now floating on the earth with no place to rest your soul. Not even in heaven or in hell. You just a floating soul. That's the worst kind. That means your soul would never rest. You would never rest. You would be a wonderless soul. You can't get into heaven or hell because you let a hoe collect your soul. Bad karma. Let that sink in. Look, Spirit said, hell yes. I told you. You a wonderless soul. That's the worst thing to be. Your soul got to rest somewhere. That means you can't even be reincarnated. You can't even be reincarnated. Not into an animal, to nothing. Because you don't have a place to rest your soul. You have to rest your soul somewhere. Heaven or hell. It has to be rest somewhere in order for you to be reincarnated, however that might be. But the fact that you can't rest your soul heaven or hell and you just wander in the earth, you can't even be reincarnated. That's the worst thing ever. Somebody's saying you are undefeated. People are really inspired by you. This voodoo priest is upset. I bet she is. Yeah, she know what time it is. She know what time it is. This is somebody that know that you ruled the nation in your past life. As a star messenger, this court docket shit is over. Okay? These are people that know that your business is still in good standing. So whatever career that you are in is still in good standing. Yeah. This is a voodoo priest that's upset because they thought they will have the assistance to be able to stand on business to work against you. This is somebody that's trying to play it cool and they can't. That work with the clerk of court to help out somebody's niece, if not their niece. Hidden foes being exposed, that you cut off, facing the sentencing. Things are falling apart for them because of the past is coming up. So things is falling apart for these people or a person because they past coming up. for what they did to someone that's experiencing a pregnancy, Empress, held in high honor. Yeah. Revenge porn on you. They did a lot of shit to you. They lied on you. They did a whole bunch of shit. A karmic air sign. Yeah, they did a lot of shit. That see that you undefeated. Yeah. What is this? David and Goliath. That's what just slid out. With God, even the weakest can overcome the strongest. These are people that thought it was more whoever this water sign is. They felt like it was more power in numbers. But what they didn't realize is your faith in God overshadowed their power in numbers. So with the David and Goliath, with God, even the weakest. So this is somebody that felt like they was more superior or bigger than you because they had more people than you. Yeah. You still overcame them. Yeah, somebody about to get swallowed whole in the well. Jonah in the well. You see how these cards look? This is how these cards came out. David and Goliath. Jonah in the well. Cain and Abel. Offerings to God. Somebody thought it was more power in numbers when it came down to trying to defeat you. But your faith in God, even if it was as small as a mustard seed, and you thought that God wouldn't show up, he still paid the way, parted the sea for you. Somebody about to get swallowed whole. Seem like that's that water sign. Or a masculine energy. They about to get swallowed whole. So David and Goliath. With God, even the weakest can overcome the strongest. 1 Samuel 17. Jonah in the well. Even when you make mistakes, God hears your prayers and it's forgiven. Somebody about to get swallowed whole. Whoever this person is that thought working with these people made them feel more better or superior than you, yeah. They about to get swallowed whole. It says Cain's and Abel's offerings to God. Giving your best to God shows your love for him. So it seemed like you already done gave some type of offering to the Most High. You see how I just said that they took a home and money and shit, and I said they can have it as long as they can't take my wisdom and whatever. That's an offering. As much as I wanted my home and shit, of course. But that was an offering. Me wanting to go out like I used to back in my younger days. Stop doing that. So what it seemed like is a lot of things that you used to do that you stopped doing is an offering, whether if you know it or not. Or a lot of things that you are doing that you need to stop doing could be looked at as an offering to the Most High. Okay? Yeah. So you was able to defeat whoever somebody that thought they was more superior than you, that's about to be swallowed whole by the well because you gave up something to the Most High. Yep. You gave up something and you kept your faith in the Most High. See, if you was trying to hold on to certain things, okay, to defeat whoever this Goliath was in your life, male or female, you would have wound up being swallowed whole. But you gave up something, if not multiple things. And whatever you gave up, God knew that you gave it up not because you wanted to defeat whoever this Goliath was, but you gave it up because you knew that's what God wanted you to give up. So if you was a selfish type person, everything mine, you start sharing. That's an offering. You going out partying a lot, then you stop. That's an offering. You operating in lustful energy, and you trying your best every day to stop. That's an offering. Drugs, and you're no longer doing. That's an offering. See, follow me. You was able to defeat whoever these people was, or a person, because you gave an offering to the Most High. And as you was doing that, you was preparing. Look what keep coming up. Noah in the ark. Something is about to happen with a flood, a disaster, because this card keep coming up. But this also give me like preparation. So as somebody thought they was bigger and tougher and stronger than you, male or female, yeah, you was over here giving up offerings to the Most High. Okay, so I feel like them blocking you. If they wanted to block your travels and you love to travel, they thought, oh yeah, we're gonna do it because that makes them mad. No, in all reality, that's them helped you give up an offering. You sort of speak. You get what I'm saying? Like it's like whatever they try to do to block something that you love. Even when they try to do that to my live streams, try to suppress it and shit like that. I already know that's God is having something else ready for me elsewhere, where my voice is not only going to be heard here on YouTube, but it's going to be heard worldwide. And it ain't shit they can do about that. You get what I'm saying? So sometimes when you have people over here in this Goliath energy working against you, you have to allow them to do what they do. Even though it might aggravate you at times, like it aggravates me, but at the end of the day, that's God testing your faith. That's God preparing you for the next level on a whole nother level. Somebody said you're going to be speaking worldwide, nations-wide. Oh, yeah, I already know. As much as they fuck, that's why I keep telling them, at this point, do what you want to do. You think you suppressing my shit, just keep doing it. In fact, that's making God say, okay, you suppress that live stream, all right, huh? You do this, huh? It's like you're racking up good favor for me. And whoever this is that thought they was more tougher than you is about to be swallowed whole. That's why Spirit is telling you to continue to prepare, because whatever this Goliath, whether if it's a person, group of people, male or female, whatever they did in hopes that they would be able to defeat you, they didn't know that they was helping you and steering you in a direction where God wanted you to give up something. So if this Goliath like, oh, she liked to travel, she liked to party, or he liked to do this, we're going to stop this, stop that. In fact, they was giving you assistance. It was like God was using these people to point out exactly what he wanted you to stop doing. It was like he used your enemy as a footstool to your new beginning. So you like, God, what you want me to offer? God said, don't worry, I'm going to send this Goliath ass motherfucker over here to block some. That's what I wanted you to offer. That's what I wanted you. Yeah, so somebody didn't even know this Goliath energy. Didn't even know that they was being used by the Most High. That's the same Goliath that's going to be swallowed whole. Yeah, that's why Spirit is telling you, get ready for this new beginning because it's about to happen. And somebody could be scared about this. Somebody can be in fear about this. That know that you release yourself. Yeah, this Goliath energy. They could be sitting over there scared in fear. Because whatever they thought they would be able to do to conquer you, you actually was able to free yourself from that situation. But they don't know that they are the reason why you freed yourself from that situation that they thought they would have been able to have you trapped in. They are the reason. Confirmation. That's a confirmation verb. They are the reason why. Somebody was walking around, I'm this and I'm that, not knowing. And I got them trapped in the den when the lion's den. Not knowing if you did have somebody trapped, how can you trap somebody but also give them assistance to get out of the trap? That's what I'm getting. Like somebody really thought they can overpower or dominate you, but at the same time, they didn't even realize they was giving you assistance on how the fuck to get out. And now they scared. Spirit telling you to show some sense of gratitude at this time. Yeah, because whatever this is required you to have some type of inner strength. But in order for you to have this inner strength, you most definitely have to heal in isolation. Because this could have been a situation, if you allowed it to get to you, could have been overwhelming, but you decided to let go. So you could have been overwhelmed about a situation, or whoever this Goliath energy or group of people is, take the energy as a resonant person or group of people, they wanted you overwhelmed by the burdens, okay, that they placed on you. But you let this shit go. They thought having you in isolation was going to be overwhelming, because if they was in isolation, that's how they would feel. But in fact, having you in isolation helped you with this overwhelming situation that they put you in, where they thought they had you in as David and Goliath, where it taught you how to let this shit go and let God. And as you was doing that, you healed, you found inner strength. Now you over here showing gratitude. Now these people over here scared because they trying to figure out how you freed yourself. You freed yourself because of them. Now they overwhelmed because you're not tired. That's why they sitting over there confused in this sensitive ass energy over here. Because you kept your trust and faith in the Most High. Yeah. In fact, where they wanted you to self-doubt and overthink a situation. So these people wanted you to overthink and self-doubt a situation. But instead, you kept your trust in the Most High. Now they over there sensitive, confused, because you're not tired. You're not overwhelmed. Because as they was putting you in isolation, or what they thought would be something that would have been suicidal for you, it wasn't. Okay, it just helped you and taught you what to do in a time. See, people, when they in isolation, they don't know what to do with that time. I'm in isolation, I'm gonna go crazy. No, you took that time to heal. You took that time to practice letting go shit. You took that time to release stuff. So them putting you in isolation made your inner strength stronger and made you wiser. Why being wiser is the riches, not the actual tangible riches. Your wisdom is the riches. As long as you got wisdom, you can forever make money. You can forever make money. But if you don't have wisdom, what is a fool with money? What is a fool with money? Whoever this water sign female is, this plastic doll bitch, that's a bitch that's a fool with money. This bitch done came across money how many times? What did they do with it? Snort it up, gamble it up, what? Spurs it up, material shit? That's a fool with money. You want to know why? Because a bitch want to stand on them being crazy. A bitch want to stand on them being mentally unstable. A bitch like to brag about shit like that. But if that was a bitch with wisdom that came across money like that, man, what? They'll be richer than Elon Musk. But they not, because they a fool with fucking money. So I'd rather have my wisdom than fucking money, because at least I know when I come into that shit, bitch, I know how to build from that. Like I said, how the fuck you let a fool with money that's a hoe snatch your soul? And I'm going to keep saying that. If somebody want peace, this is somebody that can't move on. We have moving on in the reverse. Somebody stuck. This is somebody that has to accept the situation for what it is. I told you. Somebody that wants peace. This is somebody that's unable to move forward. Somebody that wants peace is unable to move on. That has to accept something for what it is. This is somebody that know that God has came down and saved you from a situation where they wanted you trapped and lonely and anxiety. We have anxiety in the reverse. And it came out the deck like this. So we have anxiety in the reverse, moving on in the reverse, overwhelmed in the reverse. Yeah, somebody, like I said, that water sign just got to accept shit for what it is. Them, whatever plot and plan that they had, that's because this person said, if I was in anxiety, if I was lonely, if I was this, all these people did all these things to you that they thought and felt if they would have went through, they would act a certain way. In fact, what people got to understand, everybody is not built the same way. You could have been built the same way like them, but something about God's covering, okay, is what saved you. Something saved you. But I feel like them having you in isolation is God allowing them to put you in isolation for you to actually tap into a certain part of yourself. Somebody could have said you was dead, had a whole funeral, and then they worked with each other to keep you in isolation. So nobody would never know that you was actually alive. I was actually alive the whole time. They were saying that I was dead. So that's why they worked with so many people to stop my travels, to stop this and stop that, and wonder why I blew up on YouTube. Yeah, because y'all told a lie, and y'all gonna continue being exposed to being a liar. Yeah, somebody thought having you in isolation would have you overwhelmed, have you going through anxiety, overthinking and shit like that. Yeah, in fact, you're not. Somebody thought it would work against you. Yeah, anxiety in the reverse. Somebody thought this shit would work against you. Actually, it worked for you. Yeah, and if they now trying to pull you out of isolation and now trying to have you out and about, now you're not even feeling that, because now you know why they want you out and about. 1 minute they want you in isolation. 1 minute they don't want you to have a home and money and don't want you to work, don't want you to do this. And next minute it's like, oh, I'm going to give you all that. That's because they trying to defeat you, David and Goliath, and they can't. They trying to figure out what your look. Told you. They trying to figure out what your weakness is, inner strength. You see how that just popped out? These are the same people that worked against you, that wanted you in isolation, didn't want none of that. Now they want you out and about. Now they want to mingle with you. Now they want to say sorry. Now they want this. Now they want that. Because they're trying to figure out how to attack or what to come after to break down this energy force that you have around you. Inner strength. David and Goliath. They trying to find out your weakness. Yeah. 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 Nah, keep me in isolation. I like it better that way. Yeah, somebody over there sensitive as fuck. Like it better that way. Look, somebody that's stuck. I like it better that way. Like I said, if I can't move on, ain't shit moving on. I control the energy, you control the 3D. Ultimately, if you move shit in the energy, it's gonna move in the 3D. So if I'm stuck and lonely in isolation and I cannot move on, nobody else can move on. I think I said that a million times. Figure it out. Yeah, look, healing. I love this healing process. And quite frankly, people don't want to fuck with me. I like that too. Because my phone don't have to be ringing with a bunch of fake motherfuckers asking me for favors, asking me for money, asking me to go out, and then I say no, and then I feel sad about it. You get what I'm saying? Like, yeah, period. Clock that T. Yeah, I'm glad. Y'all told people to cut me off. Please, Jesus. You had the whole New York State turn against me, which is sad, but that's fine. They're going to be filled up like a tub of water and drowned the fuck out and released too. Okay, there's going to be a lot of bodies in that Atlantic Ocean up there. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of bodies in the Atlantic Ocean. That's fine, though. Because I told you to stand with me. Don't go against me. So, Alabama, Babylon. Just let me go. Just stop fucking with me. And they don't want to do that either. Now they about to burn. Well said, girl. You very smart. Thank you. That's all I had to say. Y'all want to fuck with my live stream? You see how they intercepted my live stream just now? That's fine. God will make it so where you're gonna hear my voice every day, and it ain't shit you can do about it. But possibly turn off your TV. That's about it. You're a dependency. Whoever this karmic water sign is very dependent. They was dependency. What did I say? I don't want to pull no more cards. Look, betrayal. These people betrayed you to help somebody that's codependent. That's a bad mix. Y'all don't know that? That's a bad mix. If I was y'all, I would even, honestly, I never liked people that's very codependent. Like children, that's different. Sometimes people go through shit in life where they need assistance. So I don't judge that. But this energy, that water sign, no. That's all their life they've been that way. Yeah, that's stupid. Yeah. Yeah, look, that's what got their ass under judgment. I can't make this shit up. These people betrayed you to help somebody that's very codependent energy that got their ass under judgment for what they did in the legal system and everything. I can't make this shit up. These people are under judgment for betraying you. All these people were Judases to you. So all these Judases are under judgment for what they did to betray you to help a codependent ass, never satisfied ass individual. Yeah. That operates out of their ego. How the fuck can you be codependent and you got an ego? What? Yeah. Bitch, nah. What world are we living in? Bitch, you been needy your whole life. This water sign, they've been needy their whole fucking life. Even as an adult, you're needy, but you got the nerve to be having an ego? Yeah, you sitting over there upset because you know I done penetrated this bitch energy. I'm flowing through this bitch energy like I'm fucking swimming in water. And she feel it. I'm touching this bitch soul. She ain't showing, look. Somebody said she ain't showing off. Of course I'm not. She know I'm in her energy. How the fuck you a codependent ass, grown ass adult walking around with pride and ego, bitch? Bitch, you should be humble. You shouldn't even be thanking God that they even willing to help your stupid ass. Fuck out my face. And you over there mad because I know about it. Yeah, somebody in grief. Yeah, bitch. Because I know about it. Bitch, you could look, resistance. Yeah. Now you trying to block me out of your energy? I'm going to keep it cute. Yeah. Deceitful ass. This is a deceitful ass bitch. She ain't loyal to nobody. Ain't loyal, not even to the people that's helping her. Because once she accomplishes whatever she trying to accomplish, she going to snake them. And they ain't going to see it coming. A codependent energy like that, you can never keep them close around you. Because they only going to want to be around you to know things about you. So when they get to wherever they need to get to while you helping them, they're going to turn around and use whatever they know about you to defeat you. A person shows who they are before they snake you. These people thinking this person is being deceitful to you. They being deceitful to them too. Yeah, look, and they're going to be in regret when it's all said and done. All right. You know, I gotta save this good old energy. Okay? Gotta save this good old energy. I wanted to pull on these next 2 decks that I got right here. I'm gonna save it for tomorrow. If not later on tonight. Okay? What time is it? 1:10? Yeah, I'm gonna go live again tonight. Okay, but let me just get some stuff situated. I'm weak. Please speak. Don't stop. Yeah, I don't want to stop, but I am. Okay? These people trying to drain somebody for their energy. You can't even do that. And all I hear them talking about, what's them beads? Them beads. That's all I hear. Don't worry, bitch. That's why you can't drain somebody for their energy. That karmic whack ass Taurus. Yeah, under judgment. Ha! Yeah, bitch, you can't do that shit no more. Left your ass by the bayou, bitch. You done drowned in the muddy ass waters. Right along with anybody else that decided to fuck with them. Okay? You're out there floating amongst some snakes, lizards. Because that's exactly what you're going to start being to each other. A bunch of snakes to each other. A bunch of chameleons to each other. Y'all going to start looking at each other in a way. Let me tell you what's going to happen to my eyes. They're going to go to sleep and wake up and start looking at each other like they enemies. They are. It's like they're going to be talking to each other, but in the back of their mind, they're going to be looking at each other like, I can't trust this motherfucker. In fact, these are people that used to work with each other. So, you wanted a person in isolation? Fine. You don't want me to receive shit? Fine. Bitch, I still made it. Without all that shit. So, I mean, you can have the material shit because at the end of the day, you still on the judgment for it. Quite frankly, I don't want anything. Y'all done did spell work over that house 1,000,001 times. That's why God is giving me a new house. Oh, the government gonna make sure I get a new one. Because y'all done did too much spell work in that one. And around that one. I'm talking about the new government that's gonna be ushered in. By the Most High. Because it is. And like I said, New York City, I'm very disappointed. Because y'all was supposed to stand by me. Y'all was supposed to love me. You were supposed to help me retrieve my money. You were supposed to protect me at all costs. Regardless how y'all might have felt about me. That should have been in-house feelings. Even if you envied me, that should have been in-house feelings. But y'all let all that shit spill out the state. And y'all gonna be washed into the Atlantic Ocean. Like the Titanic. Ohio gonna freeze to death. This winter, Ohio gonna freeze. They gonna freeze to death. You know why? Because that's my origin. My hometown. Yeah. I'm talking about New York. Yeah, I grew up there all my life, but that's my birthplace. Y'all carry a different type of responsibility. Yeah, New York carry a responsibility, but Ohio, Cincinnati, y'all carry a different type of responsibility. And y'all didn't even keep up to that either. You're going to freeze. Confirmation. Alabama, they burnt. Y'all need to start saving y'all money for these disasters. Yeah, because it's going to leave y'all in despair. test drills. You get what I'm saying? Emergency evacuations. Y'all need to just start preparing. Somebody scamming in your name. Working with a gang member to kill you. Spiritually protected. Who gives a fuck? Someone is saying that you sold your soul. I don't give a fuck. So I sold my soul to God. Then I say burnt offerings, bitch, to the Most High. So if you saying that I sold my soul to God. So yeah. What did I say? I released my burdens. Somebody that's scamming in your name, that worked with your family members, that wanted to sacrifice you out of greed. Yeah, there's somebody that know that your pastor and loved ones is watching over you. Yeah, out of greed. Yeah, working behind the scenes to sabotage this new start. Who gives a fuck? I'm already there. Why do people think you need material shit to go somewhere? No, you don't. Y'all need that. Stop putting me in the same boat as y'all. Y'all need material shit to have a new beginning. So people working behind y'all back to sabotage y'all, to stop y'all from getting home and money, that affects your life. It doesn't affect mine. We are not the same. We are not the same. Oh, we gonna work behind the scenes to sabotage the new bitch. Already got my new beginning, and you know it. And I had to sacrifice the shit that you tried to take from me, or that you did. Yeah, and I had to walk away from it, and I did. Pridefully, I did. Boastfully, arrogantly, I did. Because sacrificing that, I gained the whole world. And I still got my soul. I didn't sell my soul to gain the whole world. I sacrificed that shit that you working behind the scenes with others to take from me. I sacrificed that and I gained the whole world and I still got my soul. Now let that sink in. Motherfuckers, are y'all dumb? What did I say? Judgment. I avoided the shit. I didn't give a fuck. Dummy. And bitch, you know that. Stop playing with me. Yeah, somebody insecure. Yeah, because they insecure. This bitch is insecure right along with these other hating motherfuckers. Because y'all have attachment to material shit that I don't. I don't. Oh, you gonna work behind the scenes to sabotage her new start, her new beginning? Girl, bye. Bitch, I gained the whole world. As I speak right now, I come up on this bitch to let y'all know. As 225 people are watching me, I'm letting everybody know. I already gained the whole world. And I still got my soul. Because the shit that everybody know that they did to me to take from me, and to cover up the fact that they did and made money off of me, exploited me, did sex traffic me, tell all these lies, I walked away from that. And I still believed in the Most High. And I still remain obedient. What do these people got? Even these people in political seats and shit that help these people. What the fuck they got? A position in the government that don't mean shit? People don't even respect them sitting in that seat. Let's talk about it. Any seat that I sit in, including this one, niggas gotta respect it. Not because I said it, it's because it's naturally gonna come. If I sit in any seat as president, senate, governor, mayor, whatever, people gonna naturally respect it. Not because I said so, it's because it's gonna come naturally. These people gotta say so. These people gotta flaunt around their titles. And people still don't give a fuck. Anyways, look, somebody stuck. They can't move on. Double confirmation. Then we have move on that came out the deck, out of the box in reverse. We got move on here. This is somebody that tried to, somebody is stuck. They can't move on. Somebody's mother. Okay, so somebody's mother, double confirmation. They stuck. They can't move on. Or somebody's grandmother. So if this ain't somebody's mother, this is somebody's grandmother or baby mother. They are stuck and they cannot move on. This is somebody that know that a new start coming to you. So this is somebody's mother, grandmother, something like that that was working against your new beginning. This is somebody that was trying to have power or control or a strong hold over you. And they lost it. They can't have it or they just can't obtain it. Yeah, because the new start already came to you spiritually. That's why. Whoever walking around these fraudulent power of attorney papers, that shit is dead too. It's done. Look, that's the bitch that now want peace. No, ho. Keep walking around with those fraudulent ass power of attorney papers. Keep presenting that shit to the company and whoever else that would accept that shit to continue to take from me. Because the more you take from me is the more that I gain over here. And the insight that I got spiritually about what I gain over here, because you've been using those fraudulent power of attorney papers, bitch, at this point, keep using it. YouTube, you accepted those papers to have them bitches steal from me. Anybody, Twitter, anybody, you keep doing that. I gained the whole world at this point. That's what I chalked, what I seen spiritually. That's what I chalked that up to. Because of the fraudulent power of attorney papers. And guess what, bitch? As long as you hold on to that, you're blessing me. So don't let it go. That bitch is walking around with fucking burning papers. When I seen this old bitch with them fake ass power of attorney papers, I seen the papers. She's walking around and the papers was spiritually on fire. Somebody said, damn, you saw it? Yeah. Look, in the unknown, there's room for endless, okay, resistance, avoidance. Yeah, that bitch walking around with fire papers spiritually. Of course, if you see them literally, they not, but spiritually they are. Yeah, they mad because they know I'm telling the truth. The bitch walking around with in a spiritual realm. I'm telling you how this old bitch look. The one that got the power of attorney papers. Somebody said that's foul. I'm dead serious. She's in the spiritual realm. Those papers she's holding on to is on fire. Depression. Yeah, and that bitch is gonna wind up committing suicide too. Because them papers on fire, right? And the papers say that I'm not mentally stable, right? That's what it says, right? Yeah. The papers on fire spiritually. Yeah, you probably going through a sense of depression or you about to start talking to a psychiatrist and all that shit. Yeah, this bitch about to commit suicide. Yeah, this is somebody that was trying to project on you. I told you. Somebody only fought to keep those papers or try to obtain it because they was trying to have some type of hold or stronghold or keep some type of hold or stronghold on you so they can project on you. But in fact, it seemed like it backfired. And what the government want to continue to ignore, God hasn't ignored it. I'm just letting you know. And if God did ignore it, that's because they gave the government time to fix that. And the fact that y'all didn't fix that until that bitch stopped doing that and clear that shit up, now God done fixed it. She's walking around with burning papers. This bitch about to kill herself. Somebody upset because they know I'm telling the truth. This bitch about to kill herself. Okay? Yeah, this is somebody that was very codependent on your energy, collective. So whoever this person is that was walking around with these, fake ass attorney, power of attorney, whatever fuck they want to call it, some type of paperwork over here, whatever said in those paperworks is exactly what's about to happen to them. And they sitting over here angry about this. because they only use that paperwork to try to project off of you to make them look as if they a leader and they not. This is somebody that was very codependent on your energy. So you had a fake ass bitch that was flaunting around, acting like they was a shit because they was able to play in your energy. Now this person is unable to play in your energy because that same paperwork that they've been using to play in your energy, yeah, done backfired. That shit spiritually on fire. And these cards is backing it up. Now somebody's scared. What are you scared for? You walking around with disastrous paperwork? You done presented it to the whole world. You done presented it to the courts, the music industry. You know, you done presented it to YouTube, Twitter. You done made a whole lot of money off of it. And not once did you give me a dime or a penny, not even a car, not even a home. You have nothing to show for whatever you did with that paperwork to give me something. And at this point, I want nothing from you. I want you to off yourself. Bye. And whoever else accept that paperwork too. You touching karma. You touching fire. You touching a bitch that's walking around with a paper that's considered in the spiritual realm having AIDS and HIV type shit. Yeah, that's that type of paperwork. Yeah. This is somebody that was trying to keep you in isolation. Yeah, but it worked out in your favor though. Look, somebody's feeling guilty. Okay, somebody's determined. It's somebody that was very determined to keep you in isolation is now feeling a sense of remorse, fear, and guilt and depression. This is somebody that used that paperwork to feed off of your energy, to gain clout, and now they are feeling guilty, feeling depressed. Like I said, they over there feeling guilty, depressed, angered. Now they want to hide from the world after trying to have you hide from the world. Now they don't want to show their face. Why you don't want to show your face, ma'am? Why? Because you don't want the truth to come out, which is already out, about how you use those paperwork to play in my energy. And you did any and everything to continue to do so you can project who you actually really are off on me and try to harvest who I really am off on you. And then when the shit done came to an end, you didn't want people to really know who you really was. The very same thing that you were saying about me, trying to paint me out to be to the whole world, that's exactly who you are. In fact, the allegation that you made, that serious allegation that you made against me in a legal matter, that's exactly what you did and who you are and what you guilty of. And now you don't want to show your face. Now you sitting over there upset, depressed, and feeling guilty. Bitch, you about to off yourself and you scared. Because now you looking at that paperwork like, do I want it? Yes, bitch, you want it. You wanted it so bad, bitch, you wanted me killed over that shit. So guess what? That's what's coming back to you, bitch. Bye. Don't say that you don't want the paperwork now. Neglect, attachment. So whoever this person is that was walking around with those paperwork, that was very codependent off your energy, okay? This is somebody that was very neglectful, but they needed your energy to not look or appear to be that type of person. So this person said that you're a neglectful person or a neglectful parent. The reason why they said that about you or about me, that's because that's who they are. In fact, people would never know that's who they are because they played in your energy so much. They was able to cloak and disguise themselves, and now their nakedness is here. And the fact that the truth is coming out that you're not neglectful, in fact, you're very on point on things. That's why they've been doing a lot of things to distract, to make it look like you're not. So for an example, me, when I get on live, oh, you on live for too long. You're not doing this. You're not doing that. Da, 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 da. Bitch, don't worry. I can work and take care of mine. Let's talk about how you've been using my energy to make it people not know that that's exactly who you are. Let's talk about it. And now the truth is here. You don't know how to act. You was willing to kill me over the truth. Right along with everybody else. And now you walking around with burning, disease, infested paperwork. Anybody that touch it. I would be like, bitch, get that shit away from me. If I was a judge, I don't give a fuck how corrupt and crooked I was. Bitch, I don't even give a fuck if I helped you get that paperwork. Bitch, do not bring that around me. She walking around with paperwork. Let's say this is the power of attorney paperwork that's fraudulent. What I saw, and maybe another person can describe what I saw, is burning. This woman is walking around with burning paperwork. No, it's not. She don't even feel the heat on it. Like, imagine this being on fire and I'm still holding it. Like, she don't even see. And I kept seeing her go from door to door to door. That's what I kept seeing. Her going to door to door to door. You get what I'm saying? Like, knocking on doors and shit with that paperwork burning. And everybody that opened the door closed it in her face. She went to another door. Knock, knock, knock. Open. Bong. Close. Every time they opened the door, they seen that burning paperwork in her hand. They closed it. And as soon as I saw that, I quickly got out because I'm still testing my gifts. Okay. So I'm not really, a master at it because I'm still testing my gifts. But as soon as I saw that burning paperwork, knocking up, man, it was like a isolated neighborhood with nice houses. And every door this woman went to go knock on, they saw the burning paper and they closed the door. One man yelled at her and told her to get off his property. And that's when I got out that energy. I wasn't able to see nothing else after that. Look, obsession. I can't make this shit up. What did I say? Man, did I just say? I was able to see her obsession. Every time somebody opened that door, they closed it. They looked down, they saw the burning paper, they closed it. One man yelled and told her to get off his lawn, get off his whatever he said. And that's when I put her obsession. I saw her obsession. That's what God allowed me to see about that old bitch, her obsession. And God is explaining to me why now her obsession is what it is. I'm doing that while I'm live with y'all. Look, somebody's in regret. I bet she is. Bitch, hold on to them papers till you can't hold on to it no more. And guess what? Whatever motherfucking celebrity that worked with your stupid ass, bitch, I hope they burn just like you do. Look, this bitch is jealous. Yeah, you did it out of jealousy. And everybody that dick rolled that paperwork, y'all did it out of jealousy. And you're envious because I saw your obsession. Whoever this old bitch is, you're mad because I saw your obsession. And you're mad because I'm here to come back and let you know about what I saw with your obsession. Since the government couldn't snatch that shit out your hand and told you that shit no longer exists in anybody database, yeah, God burnt that shit. I saw your obsession. Your obsession was done out of envy. Every door you went to, bitch, they closed it. In fact, before I even got finished looking at your obsession, this man told you to get the fuck off his lawn. Or off whatever the fuck he was standing on. I don't know. Your obsession, I was able to see it. I was able to also see your jealousy. And now you over there regret. Yeah, bitch, your ego. Oh, yeah. What did I say? She went to every door. Didn't I not say that? And her pride got humbled every time. Look, rejection. Rejection. She went to every door and she got rejected, and her ego was hurt every time. Ain't shit moving good for this bitch in the spiritual realm. I keep telling the government, you don't gotta fix shit. God fixing shit. Judgment already has been casted down on people. Y'all know for a fact y'all supposed to come and correct that shit and told that bitch, you don't have no strong hold on nobody. In fact, that shit is fake. That judge, you're done. We don't want to hear this shit, but y'all didn't do that. Now this bitch walking around in a spiritual realm with fake ass power of attorney work that's on fire and going to everybody's door and being rejected. Because that's the bitch that was so used to playing in my energy, cloaking herself in my energy as if she was me, bitch. And now you cannot do that. And now you're steady over there doing spell work to keep that shit going, and you can't. You're constantly being rejected. I was able to see this bitch envy, her jealousy, and her obsession. That's a fact. She can have that, bitch. You don't have no strong hold over me. I'm just letting you know. I don't give a fuck what paperwork that you hold it on to. Bitch, that paperwork don't mean shit to me. In the spiritual realm or in the 3D. Because what people want to sit up here and constantly ignore, the facts is the facts. Look, somebody mad because they know I'm telling the truth. The facts is the facts. Bitch, you went to every door and got rejected. And you know what's crazy? It was a car, right? So whatever car she pulled up in, it's like as soon as I came into that energy, right? It's like whatever car she pulled up in, I couldn't really see it because it was like, you know, one of them old school movies where the car is in the dark and the detective is like this. So I couldn't really see the make and model of the car, but I knew that was her car. It was a young girl in the car while she went to every door. So it was a young girl sitting in the car as she went to every door. Look, trauma. So whoever that young girl in the car experienced some trauma. Whoever that young girl in the car experienced some trauma. And they've been suppressing this. So this is an older woman that's connected to a younger female that's been suppressing some type of trauma that they've been through with this lady. Yeah. That got them under judgment. Then Spirit is talking. I don't want to give up too much information. So whoever that young girl in the car, she done experienced some type of trauma. She done been suppressing it. That's another young girl on the judgment. Yeah, that's been very resistant. She needs some help. Yeah, look, what did I say? She needs some help. So whoever this old is, they connected to a young woman. I don't know how they are. But this is a young woman that's been, I don't know, touched, molested, I don't know, trauma. They experienced some type of trauma and they've been suppressing it. Okay, this can be physical trauma, mental trauma, emotional trauma, something. Okay, yeah, distrust. So this young girl don't trust the old woman. She don't trust that old bitch. I mean, I've been said that. I don't trust it either. Look, and regret. Okay. Well, yeah, like I said, I got some new cards here. I got some more new cards. And, you know, I did a lot of spiritual cleansing and stuff, and I love it. And I'm gonna save some of this energy for the next live stream I'm about to do. Okay, so let me close this out because I don't, you know. Somebody's like, I really love this live stream. I can tell I got 225 people watching. Okay. Yeah. And I bought some different cards. Like I said, I bought, these type of different, I just bought different things, differently. God led me to do it. Okay. I really want to get into this, but we're going to be on this bitch all night if I do. So we're going to, and I ain't trying to do that. Look, somebody out here following the wrong people. So there's a young girl in a car suppressing trauma. They was out here following the wrong people and they want to come and apologize. Whoever this young girl is, you don't have to apologize to me. I feel like I would rather for you to get help, to help out, you get what I'm saying, than versus you being focused on apologizing to me. You understand what I'm saying? I feel like regardless of whatever this young girl's circumstances is, I'd rather for, and whatever she was forced to do, whatever, to participate in anything concerning me, this is how I feel. I'd rather for you to get yourself together than to focus on apologizing to me. You get what I'm saying? Because I feel like the fact that it came up 3 times that you're suppressing some type of trauma, mentally, physically, I feel like you need to address that. I done forgave everybody already. Look, conquer. Somebody going to jail. You conquered somebody that's going to jail. And this is somebody that was out here following the wrong people. That plotted, that's chop suey. That plotted against you. That drew too much attention. Okay? For what they did to have an elevation in life. This is someone that took from you because they was broke and was working with a Judas that gave them a confession. So whoever your Judas is told somebody something. I told you, somebody was pillow talking to a side chick about something, okay? And or whatever this person pillow talk with the side chick about, this side chick told somebody else. Confession. Somebody told somebody something in the middle of the night. And this is your Judas about why they was really working against you. And I think I said that at the beginning of the live stream. A Judas told someone, which is their third party, the real reason why they was working against you, a confession about something that they tried to accuse you of that they are guilty of. Or if this Judas ain't guilty of it, they know somebody else that's guilty of it, and they know that you are innocent and I'm innocent. And that's, I guess, the third party that's going to be given a confession or going to be forced to give a confession. Yeah, about a situation. Yeah, you a problem solver. It's somebody that feel like you solved the issue or you solved the puzzle, okay, concerning this Judas that's being served papers. Ooh, a Judas is being served papers to appear in a court. A Judas is being served papers to appear in a court. This is somebody that gave a confession about this Judas. Somebody told somebody what this Judas told them. And this is somebody that see that you're a problem solver, like you solve some type of puzzle or problem. Yeah. And this is somebody that's also going to jail for capital murder. So a water sign female is going to jail for capital murder, and a Judas is going to jail for capital murder. Yeah, these was ops working with ops that owes you money, that's watching YouTube, that plotted against you. Told you. Man, these beats is powerful. And they got, look, somebody can't play in your energy. What did I say? These people was playing in your energy for you to look and act a certain way. Yeah, and you're not. In fact, you're calm. So calm to the point where now you got this third party that's snitching on this Judas. Or being forced to do so. This Judas gonna have to appear to court. Wow. This shit about to start going down. Look, things are falling apart because look, we have an appeal, right? But it came out in the reverse. Request made to review an issue. Didn't I say somebody gonna be called into court, re-questioned about something that they said about you, and you're gonna know this. This person might get served papers in front of you. Wow. And when they do, it's gonna be like, why you being served those type of papers? Like, what's going on? And at that point, they can't deny what they did. Yeah, where they worked with somebody to unalive you, a prophet. I told you. So basically, those paperwork is basically to have a Judas appear in court so they can go to jail. That's basically what I'm getting. So there's two people facing capital murder charges. A female that's a water sign, and it's Judas. Okay, they both facing charges, and somebody is gonna be forced. The female is gonna snitch on this Judas. They gonna be less time, if no time at all. I don't know. About how they was playing in your energy, what they did to somebody said, I'm really attracted to your energy right now. Yeah. What they did to play in your energy. What they did to play in your energy, what they did to continue to do so, and that's them collaborating to have you unalive. Yeah, so a Judas gonna be served papers for them to show up, but it's actually an arrest. You get what I'm saying? It's not one of those arrests like we gonna pull up and arrest you. It's like, here go some papers. You need to show up. Okay, we have a statement that was made against you about, well, what is it about? I don't know. Do I need a lawyer? Probably so. Do I need bail money? Probably so. If they give you one, oh, Jesus, this shit about to go down real nasty. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, this shit about to go down real. Look, about how they try to unalive you and keep showing up. Like, yeah. Yeah, because something has been overturned in a legal matter. Something did not work out in these people's favor that they expected. Then I told you I saw that old woman obsession and jealousy. Now she went to every door while a young woman that's facing trauma and suppressing that shit was in a car. And then we got a Judas right here. So this is an old woman, a younger woman, and an old ass nigga. Something is not going in their favor. Things are falling apart. Boy, yeah, this was a dirty nigga. What did I say? Ooh. Yeah, ops no longer want to work with your family. I bet not. Look, they want peace. They don't even want to fuck with this shit on a court case. It's too late. Then I've been telling y'all, close the shit off the court case and shit before you have one of these officials snatch that shit up out of the courtroom, and then nobody can get out of it. The judge can't get out of it. Corrupt official, none of y'all can't get out of it. Didn't I say close that shit out and leave it alone? Did I not say that? And what did I say? Did I not say that? Close the shit out, get it off the court docket. But no, y'all want to keep doing that shit. Now it's in somebody else's hands. And it ain't shit no judge or the courthouse, the city or the state. Oh, Jesus, somebody's saying this. It ain't nothing the city, the state, the mayor, the governor can do to even help y'all. See, these motherfuckers don't listen. Yeah, with the lies that was told on you. Look, investigation. Let God do his work. I told you this is a whole lawsuit. They didn't want you to sue the city or the state, but it's like, why would you keep this court? Like, yeah, this is a whole lawsuit. Look, they got caught in the act. Told you. Now the same people they was dependent on, they can't even depend on them to help them out because they caught in the act. You're gonna be able to sue these motherfuckers. Let God do his work. Investigation. No more lies being now somebody want peace. It's too late for that. I've been told y'all to get that shit off. Burn that fucking shit. Y'all don't listen. Y'all don't listen. Look, didn't pay attention to the red flags. Y'all don't listen. Look, a new start is coming. I already know. Respect. I already know. Yeah. I told them to let that shit go. Yeah, somebody's scared. Yeah, look, because they under judgment. Somebody's scared because they under judgment. I would be too, because I don't know whoever hands this court case is in. Obviously, this is somebody that has say-so over the governor of the state or any state, to be exact. Somebody said any state. Yeah, so any state, they have like power over them. Yeah, that is one of those things. Yeah, and they not trying to hear shit about what your governor has to say. Because in fact, that court case should not, see, somebody is saying this or they thinking this. That court case should have never existed in the state, period. Oh shit. Damn. Yeah. To help somebody obsession. So these people is under judgment to help somebody obsession. And that's the secrets coming out about someone that cannot cause illusions no more, to have something attached to you or to have themselves attached to them. So whoever this envious old woman is that was jealous, that had this obsession with being attached to you, that's the person that's been working with other people to cause illusions to keep that attachment because they was dependent on your energy. Yeah, and that's the betrayal of this Judas. Yeah. This is somebody that know that somebody got control over the situation and they are now scared of whatever they did to have themselves attached to you or keep themselves attached to you. Yeah, and who they worked with to help cause illusions to continue to project onto you. Yeah. Now somebody don't want to show their face, whoever this person is. Yeah, distrust. Yeah, somebody know they don't want to show their face. The same crowd they was putting on the show for is the same crowd that's waiting for them to show their face, and they not. And if they do, they're gonna act like they ain't sweating nothing, but they are. They scared. I'm telling that crowd that they scared. Yeah, the bitch that was jealous of you. They know that you an empath. Look, numbness. I told you they scared. Yeah, because they rejection. Told you something is not going in their favor or did not go in their favor. Rejection. Even them trying to still project onto you is being rejected. And obviously I know that because me looking into this woman energy, seeing her walking around with burning papers and doors being slammed, that just already let me know spiritually, whatever she keep trying to do to cause illusions and get assistance from different people to help her project is getting rejected. Court case, anything is being rejected. Yeah. Suppressed dependency. So somebody is now trying to, they was trying to keep that hidden, that they was very codependent off of your energy. They tried to keep that suppressed. I hear that Lauryn Hill song, ready or not, here I come, you can't hide. I'm gonna find you and take it slowly, ready or not. I'm gonna find you and You love me. Ready or not, sleepwalking. Wait. Yeah. Ooh. What did I say? Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide. I'm gonna find you. What did I say? Under judgment. Look what just popped up when I put ready or not. Look what just popped up. Arrayed. That look, a woman. Look, a woman being arrested. That's what just popped up. A woman being arrested. A woman being arrested. Uh-huh. That's what just popped up. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. A woman being arrested. Ain't that something? Whoever this old woman is, keep trying to tell somebody to try something again. Try it again. Try it again. Why? Who's still helping you at this point? They gotta be as slow as you are. Because I just told them what I saw in the spiritual realm. And every reader on this earth know that I saw that. And I'm sure they see that too. Who will give you assistance at this point, old bitch? A slow one. The one that eat Cheerios with a helmet on a short bus. That's the only person. Where she said, I play my enemies like a game of chess. No stress. Like a game of chess where I rest. No stress. Don't smoke sex. Less. You heard what she said? I play my enemies like a game of chess. No stress as I rest. Yeah, somebody on a judgment, and they know they are. Stagnation. Yeah, they not moving. Like I said, ain't nothing moving for them. This is somebody that's in shame. I told you, they don't even want to show their face. Somebody do not want to show up and show their face. This is somebody that's feeling ashamed for what they did, that's in stagnation. They can't move. That's over there in grief because they under judgment for what they did to project who they are off on an innocent person just to harvest off of their energy, to appear to be in somebody else's light that wasn't even theirs. And you thought you can rob God. See, this is somebody that thought they was robbing you. They was taken from God, because whatever you have in you is what God put inside you. And what God put inside you, and just like everybody else, is what God wanted you to have. Just like everybody else. But they did this, and God allowed this person to get away with this shit for too long. Now they ask on the judgment, and they in grief about it because they know they are. This is somebody that's in stagnation. They cannot move. That's over there feeling ashamed, that don't want to show them face. I told you. Ready or not, you can't hide. This is a spiritual junkie that's going to rehab. And they scared. This is a spiritual junkie that's now being an example. So this is God making an example of what spiritual junkies end result is. Their karma. These spiritual junkies that like to go around, project, energy harvest, sacrifice people. Yeah, whoever this person is that's walking around those fake ass power of attorney legends and shit like that, them burning ones. Yeah, God about to show people through that person why you shouldn't go around projecting, stealing, killing, sacrificing. They're going to be made a perfect example. They are the example as we speak, whether they know it or not. They are the example. Obsession. I told you. This they gonna be, yeah. Look, they scared. Somebody that had an obsession is now scared. Because whatever they did to project onto you has now backfired. Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide. You heard Lauren Hill. I play my enemies like a game of chess. As I rest, no stress. Spirit is telling you, don't even stress this. Mm-hmm. It says burning bush was the example that that example is very intimate of your gifts. Your gifts is very intuitive. Okay. Yeah, I'm tapping into it. I was only able to, look into something and then just get out. So I'm really not, I'm just sharing a lot of different things. It's but thank you too. Ready or not, here I come. And somebody steady trying to convince somebody, help, bitch. No. Even if I was that judge that helped you get that, bitch, no, don't even call me. I'm on vacation. Click. No. Because ready or not, here I come. You can't hide. Somebody's trying to avoid judgment. You can't. So you can do that with the law. That's if they allow you to, but with the Most High, no. They know exactly where to pinpoint you at. Okay. I'll see y'all later. I'm out. Peace. Love y'all.